I don't want to spill it. Lucy's about to fucking take a shot of Jack to the face. Salud.
Never get both.
That late squat.
Welcome back. Another episode of Tasca Lusa. We're here. It's me and then Joey. And we have two special guests today. We'll start off with I don't want to, do anything stupid, but every Jersey girl that I've ever seen or talked to, this guy's probably the guy that every fucking Jersey girl's like one time in their life. We all know who it is. No, yeah. I don't want to upset you with anything.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Lucy, I didn't know you had girls all up on. Jeez.
I don't know where he's getting this Jersey information
from all this shit.
That's all I'm saying.
But it's all good. So we have Mike Brás here. Pleasure. And then we have Lucy Fernades. Pleasure.
It's Lucia.
Lucia, sorry. Well, he always said Lucy, so I only assumed.
You're allowed.
So, Fernades. Jamel's not here. He has a hot date tomorrow at for a wedding.
He needed to sleep.
He needed to sleep.
So that night.
He needed to sleep all night, all day, so he's ready. So we're going to do what we usually do. So the league ended. Sporting won, obviously, and Paul had the highest score. I saw a lot of Benfiquistas pissed because they played later than Benfica. I think it was 2 hours or whatever.
It was something like that. The league was already over, though. Who gives a fuck?
I think the only thing that they were really upset about was because Benfica played and then Sporting played, so they kind of knew how many goals Paul had to score, and I watched the game. They were force feeding the shit out of him to.
Well, what if it was the same shit back in the day when it was Savetovic? We would force feed him to get it, or whoever it was after that. It is what it is. The kid's young. Let him get it, bro. I'm a Benfiquista, and I ain't too worried about it, bro.
I mean,
you guys should be more worried about keeping him next year than
I think he'll
him being the golden boot.
I think he'll stay another year.
You're nuts.
Who?
You're nuts.
He's obviously not going to go to the Prem, dude. What team?
You're nuts.
Where would he go? He's not going to go to Wolves, dude. The Portuguese fucking team is going to be all dismembered.
No.
You sure?
No.
You sure?
You heard who's linked to take Spirit Santos' job, right?
Bruno Lage, baby.
Yeah. I heard it's Lage. Lage might take that job, and if it's Lage that takes that job, those chops ain't going nowhere.
You think so?
Those chops ain't going nowhere.
Really?
Those chops ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Lage was always one. He loves the youth, the Portuguese youth. I think he's gonna.
True. He's probably gonna maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you have a very good shot at Port if.
The price is right. I mean, 60 mil, dude. Buy him. I don't give a fuck. 60 mil.
But I've already told you this to your face, bro. You guys at negotiating suck.
Oh yeah, we suck hard.
Suck. This dude's Nuno Mendes is not going for this 60 mil that you guys keep talking about. He ain't going for that. That's just how you guys run the club.
The one thing
I'm just being honest.
The one thing I don't want to happen is that they include a deal to get Pedro Porro and then money. I'd rather just get money and then buy Porro anyways because he's only 8 million. So that to me, hopefully they don't fuck all that up because I'm gonna be really upset. But you did see Joey sent. I was working, so I wasn't really paying attention. Joey sent in the group chat the 26-man squad of Portugal.
Well, it wasn't the group chat.
Wasn't it?
Follow my TikTok page. Or follow Tasca Lusa on TikTok.
That too, you could do that. And speaking of, you can follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Subscribe. We have, over 51?
You have 54 followers on YouTube.
Is that right?
Nice.
We're at 51,
nice.
Bro.
That's
we were at
accurate
51.
as of 1 p.m. today.
Oh, you checked?
Yes, I did.
She was doing her homework.
She's a real one right there. Unlike Kathy, doesn't even watch our videos.
She's a great woman.
I have two things. One, why is William Carvalho in the 26, and why Rafa is there too?
I have one more why.
Why?
Why do we only bring 3 center backs?
I mean, Paulinho can probably be a center back.
But somebody said that too on the TikTok page. And I responded. I was like, all right, but now you're ready. Now let's say somebody gets hurt and then we're forced to play somebody. Now you're forcing somebody to play out of position. Yeah. When you have players like Domingos Duarte, you have players like Ruben Smido. Yes, they're maybe not at the quality that we want them to be at the moment, but push comes to shove, you'd rather a center back and at a center back position than Danilo Pereira. Because if anybody gets hurt, it's gonna be Danilo at center back.
You think so?
And I'm not saying that Danilo.
absolutely.
I'm not saying that Danilo can't play that position.
Hasn't he played center back already?
He's
I'm
played.
pretty sure for Porto, no?
He's played center back for Porto and PSG.
Oh.
But that's my thing is he plays out of position. That's why PSG is not going to win the league this year.
Trash.
You know, there's one game left, but it's going to be very hard, I think, for PSG to pull it off.
All right, it's PSG. Dude, they'll find a way. Do they have Neymar and Mbappe up there? They're all set.
That's not the problem. The problem isn't them scoring. It's the goals are suffering, bro.
Well, I mean, when they get rid of Thiago Silva, they're not really helping their case with that whole shebang.
I don't know.
So, Pot got called up. It's his first time. I think it's well deserved. I mean,
I don't think he's going to play.
Oh, I don't think he's going to play either.
But I think it's good experience for him to go and experience
oh yeah, I mean,
the maturity of the team.
Well, yeah,
to mature with the team. You know what I'm saying? But again, who knows? Because in 04, nobody expected Ronaldo to break through the way he did.
Right.
And I'm not on that squad.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to put Pot on that level because you don't want to put pressure on these young kids. You know what I'm saying? But I think him just being there and being around the players and being around the staff and everything is just a big already confidence booster.
Oh, yeah. I just don't know who's going to play left back, if it's going to be Guerreiro or is it going to be Nuno Mendes.
I hope it's Mendes. I hope it's Mendes.
So do I, because I feel like Guerreiro's kind of the...
I think Guerreiro, out of everybody that's on that team, is our weak link.
Really?
I think so.
I thought he's been great the last few tournaments, man.
Yes,
the kid is a warrior.
He hasn't done. He
good.
hasn't done nothing at Dortmund. I don't think.
I don't know, man. He scored a screamer the other day, dude. That shit was...
But again, we're talking. You know, I'm not saying Nuno Mendes can score, but Nuno Mendes can defend, bro. You know, at the end of the day, that's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at defending from the back. You get me? It's my opinion on it, but
no. Yeah,
I think Nuno Mendes has more legs than Guerreiro.
Oh, dude. I mean, he's only 18 years old. I'd hope so. I mean,
well, he's not. We're not saying Guerreiro's old.
I don't know, man. I think he's up there. I think he's mid.
I don't know.
20s.
I don't know. Stop hitting me with these random ass questions in the middle of fucking podcasts. Dude.
What else? The U23
21 squad came.
I'm only mad because Ignacio didn't get called up as a center back. That's the only thing I'm not a fan of.
Even if he did, he ain't playing, bro.
I don't care.
It's freaking.
It's like you said.
It's the Diogo brothers, bro, in that back four. Like
they're both.
You got Diogo Leite, Diogo Dalot, Diogo Conceição, and some other Diogo.
Aren't two of them Porto?
Yeah.
Play for Porto right
now?
now?
The goalie and the center back.
Because I never seen the center back play in game. It was always Pep and I don't know who the other guy was. It was Pep and...
Yeah, it was Pep and it's the dude that came from...
in our back, we always had Manafá.
Oh, okay.
We had Zaidu.
Oh, Zaidu.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Diogo Leite would always come on as a substitute.
Oh, okay.
He's still young. He's still young.
Yeah,
The season Pep's having is incredible.
Is he gonna retire?
No, I think he's another year or two.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I mean,
30. What is it? 37, 38.
Something. I mean, João Pereira just retired at 36, 37.
Well, bro, you got to retire on top, dude. You want to league with Sporting, bro? I would retire too. Even if I was 26, I would have retired.
That's why I'm surprised Luis Neto and Tunes haven't said anything about retiring yet because
they're thinking about it.
Oh, I mean, I would too. Fuck it, man. You never know when the next title's gonna come around.
Another 19 years.
I hope not, dude. I hope já no próximo.
Nah, you guys definitely deserved it, man. I give you guys credit for that. You guys played an awesome season. Definitely a great season.
Some games I wish we won, but you know, arbitros and shit. But
I'm just
my business.
I'm just ecstatic that we actually beat you guys, so you guys didn't go undefeated.
Bro, it's easy to win when you're paying the ref, dude.
If we had another 5 minutes, I bet we would have came back and tied it, guaranteed.
If we would have had another 5 minutes in the first half, I would have scored another 2.
Maybe. I mean, I'm telling you, without Palhinha in that Trinco role, dude, Sporting is shit. Literally, he holds that midfield basically. But it is
crazy. So my memories today on Facebook, my memories today were Rui Patricio bringing up the team after the loss in the final of Taça Portugal.
I saw
and
that.
The fans going nuts, dude. I was like, wow, what a difference. It's like night and day, guys.
I think it was today when we lost in the final against the Desportivo Chaves.
Yeah.
I think it was like a day.
The dude was fucking playing King Barreiros in the back. Ponyo carro, tiro carro. He had a portable speaker with him screaming to the press. You know, when you walking through. Got it. Oh, I'm gonna play that video. That video's going on Facebook later, guys.
Wow.
Watch.
I didn't know all about that, but I knew that was a hard fucking week for all Sporting English to swallow with that whole alcohol shit bullshit. But I think that's all I got for fucking sports, to be honest. Unless you have something to.
Well, I think the next, it's Friday. The next 2 days is huge. So you have 2 leagues fighting for first.
Oh yeah.
PSG and Lille. They're like, I think it's 2-point gap.
Yeah,
and then Madrid and Atletico and Real Madrid. They're 2 points gap too. What's great about the last day is that everybody plays at the same fucking time, dude.
Well, I don't know if you saw, but Fenomeno Ronaldo, he said that he would pay every player on Valladolid like an extra 150 grand.
Hell yeah, dude.
If they were to beat Atletico just because he wants to see Madrid win. He wants Real to win. Dude.
Jesus
that would be
Christ.
great.
He's got money. I didn't know he had money like that still.
Oh, dude, the Brazilian mafia, bro.
I didn't think he had money like that, especially with like Ronaldinho fucking just.
And then even in England, bro, that last fourth spot,
Yeah, big.
it's 1 point gap between the 3 of them, between Leicester, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Now that third and fourth spot is a point off. So one of those teams is not getting top 4.
Honestly. Where do you think Harry Kane's going? I think he's going to Man City.
Yeah, I don't want him. I don't want him at Man United.
I think he's going to Man City.
I think he's going to Man City too because they need a striker.
They've been talking.
Yeah.
He's been talking about Kevin De Bruyne and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
He had
he's
an
definitely
interview. He did an interview midweek playing golf with Gary Neville, which I thought was hysterical because the whole Gareth Bale and golf shit. So I thought that whole thing was hysterical. And he was like, and they were talking about how like him and the manager need to have talks, this and that. So he's implying that he's leaving, which is
I mean, I would leave too.
after the season you've had, bro. You something needs to give.
And they started off pretty strong, didn't they?
They did. They were.
Yeah.
I think they were top of the table for a
like
while.
2-3 weeks. It was like 2-3 weeks, which
Yeah.
was. But like this year was crazy. Everybody was on top.
Yeah.
We were even on top for like 4 or 5
Couple
weeks,
weeks,
bro.
yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ,
This might be the year.
it's coming home.
And then you're
Didn't-
like, yeah,
didn't
coming
happen.
home on the other side of Manchester.
Didn't happen.
But you know what? I'm happy at least second place. Definitely guaranteed Champions League.
In the final, we finally made a
And-
final with them.
Yeah.
I
You guys are playing
Villarreal.
Villarreal. Yeah.
I
Wow.
think a lot of people don't like our manager. A lot of people talk shit. I like him. That's just my opinion.
I have no complaints on the guy.
I don't either. For the record.
But and then Ruben Diaz got a FWA Player of the Year, the fan vote. I think it's
deserved it.
I think it's gonna be him or
De Bruyne or Bruno Fernandes, top
Get-
3 right there.
get PFA, the player's choice.
I don't know, man. It's tough for a defender. It's tough to get a fucking award, dude. It's like the last Ballon d'Or, the last defender to get a Ballon d'Or.
Cannavaro. 06.
6, yeah.
El
Capitano.
They all look for fucking goals, and you can't really say anything. I mean, you see Messi's not even playing this last game. He's already going back to Argentina.
Well, because the last game is too close to the roster, so he had the go already to Copa America. And it's funny you just brought that up because Colombia just withdrew. It's no longer in Colombia
Really?
because of the protests and all the shit that's happening in Colombia.
I feel like there's protests everywhere.
So Copa America are talking now in talks of moving it to either Argentina or Brazil.
They should just move it to Brazil. They already have the stadiums there from the World Cup. I mean,
Yeah.
they're probably all shitty. But
They're already all
yeah,
shitty.
They're,
That's Copa America though. You don't need that many stadiums. It's not like the World Cup.
No. It's not even like the Euro, bro.
No,
No,
not at all.
It really isn't. I mean,
Well-
nothing can really match the Euro to me. I mean,
Well,
that's
that's
where you
because we
get-
won it.
No,
We
it's
have
not-
a different
Nah,
outlook
it's
at
not
it.
even
now.
that. You just
think
get more better players, dude. You have Belgium, you have England, you have so many like these actual like. Because when's the last time a South American team won the World Cup?
Brazil. 2002.
And then after that, it kind of Europe. It was always Europe.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Italy 06, Spain,
yeah,
Germany.
Germany, and France.
I remember the one year we were watching the World Cup and USA had a really good goalie.
Tim Howard, was he bald?
I don't remember. He was very big.
Yeah, definitely.
Was he bald?
Definitely Howard.
It was
Maybe
probably
he was
Howard.
bald. He got like MVP one time.
Maybe.
He got like
Definitely
he was
higher.
considered the most valuable player.
I remember when
in-
USA beat the shit out of fucking Portugal, and I was watching at the Waterbury Club, and I was so upset, dude. I was like, how?
group
2002.
awkward.
I was like,
No,
how
the,
the
the,
fuck?
the group stage and
I think it was 2010. I think it was in South. Was 2010 in South Africa?
Yes.
I think it was
Yes.
then. I think that's when we played them, dude.
No, we played them in Brazil.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
But
it
we
was in
tied.
2014,
We tied
2014.
2-2.
Oh, we tied. I
We-
thought we lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Varela came in and just got that banger in there, dude.
bro. We were fucking
dude, that Jones's goal against us, bro. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, what a fucking screamer! Patricio like literally like cried as the ball like went by him.
That's a fucking Patricio thing, dude. I saw frangueiros and all that bullshit.
Nah, dude.
That's like
nah,
the
we
Maritimo-
won the final because of Patricio.
Oh, I'm not saying,
We won that final because of Patricio.
but he's very well known for these frangos. Even dude, when I was watching the Maritimo game with Sporting, dude, the frangos I saw, like you see that own goal with that Maritimo goalie,
no.
bro. The defender passes it back. You know how some like when you stop the ball, you're not supposed to like put your foot on top of it and try to like stop it like that. He did that and completely just missed, and the ball went in for 3-0.
Ele se calhar tinha uma aposta. Ele se calhar tinha uma aposta nele próprio que sofria 3 golos nesse dia.
And then the last goal that we scored, it was he came out of the box, he kicked it, but he like miskicked it, and he was coming back, and
He
and,
probably
and Plata like he shot it, and you could see he put his hand like this and then retracted it so the ball went in.
I'm telling you, he probably
Sounds like a.
ele se calhar
Sounds a
tinha
little corruption
ele
right
se
there.
calhar
Huh?
ele se calhar tinha dinheiro que o Pote ia ser o melhor marcador da liga. So he's
It's all
like,
right.
tinha que ganhar o meu dinheiro.
Hey, it was since it's the first time a Portuguese player is winning that thing since Domingos Placencia played.
I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
Goes to show you.
Domingos Placencia, really? You don't know who that is? No,
The
you're
striker
fucking
that
with me.
he plays in Germany now, doesn't he?
Don't. God.
Isn't that the striker? He plays in Germany now.
My guy, the treinador.
That's Paciencia is the one that's Gonzalo. He played for Porto, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm talking about the treinador now, Domingos Placencia that trained Sporting a couple years ago.
See, I'm not a Sporting fan. I wouldn't know that.
You should have stuck to your original story.
I should have. Should have.
All right, I think I got nothing else for sports unless you do, Joey.
Oh, it's over. You know, I think we're all just looking forward now to the Euros. One question for both of you, because I'm a Benfiquista, we got a Portista, and we got a Sportingista, right? Your Porto squad. Name one player you bought this year that flopped. I already know who you're picking.
Really?
That flopped. Can I just say the whole fucking team, to be honest? Because it's like, I hate the foreigners, dude.
Wow.
Like, you guys got on your 4-year run that you guys won the title with your whole youth academy. This year, Sporting, youth academy.
Yeah.
Porto, Népias.
No, the only one is his kid. Se não fosse para o filho dele, também não jogava.
Facts.
Yeah. Nah, but you know what? I think Shiku is actually pretty good for his age. 18 years old. The kid he's strong physically.
Yeah, that's true. He just
Give him a few years. I just didn't like that one.
Ele para mim já tem muito mania no gosto dele.
Yeah,
sai do
there,
pai.
there was one game where a player went up to him to shake his hand. He just like
Against Sporting.
Sporting.
Yeah, it was right.
Yeah, it was Pedro Porro.
We literally talked about
Yeah.
that game for like an hour after, and then this whole
Yeah,
whole
once
thing
I
started.
saw that replay, I was like, wow.
Yeah, he, like,
bro.
looked
See,
at-
mesmo pai.
Yeah, he like looked at him and then just spit, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, bet.
Player from Sporting that flopped. You bought this year.
Dude, everybody played like their role. Everybody played so good. I mean,
I can name the player you bought this year that flopped.
flopped. Oh. Fuck this dude Paulinho, bro. This man is such trash, dude. Bro, I've seen... Oh, dude.
I'm so mad.
No, because you don't understand. The game...
This
No,
guy's
you're right,
bro,
I don't.
This guy scored the winner for them to win the league.
Oh,
No,
so-
but listen. This man could have scored 3 to 4 fucking goals that game.
They only needed one.
okay.
Needed one. But
He scored the one they needed.
Well, yeah.
No,
At
let
the
me
end
tell
of the
you.
day.
No, but let me just tell you.
Please do.
I'm literally, it's me and Juan. We were
So
watching the
upset.
fucking game. Yeah, dude, this guy pisses me off. We should have never bought this fucking piece of shit. But his replacement wasn't even better at all. Sperard sucked dick, so I don't give a fuck about that guy either. So this man, literally, I'll just give you one instance that this man was just trash. So the ball's coming from the right into the center of the box. And literally the goalie's out of position. So the goalie's not even like literally in goal. He just literally had to head it in. He literally heads it and just shanks it and goes over the bar. Just misses completely.
Dun dun dun.
And then he I don't know. The only reason why he went to Sporting is because Ruben Amorim is boys with him when he was in Braga. That was about it.
We scored the winner for you guys.
I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. Even if he didn't score it, dude, it would have been like a Brian Ruiz when Jesus was still the fucking coach, and we could have scored against Benfica and we still lost.
I remember that game.
To Mayo.
See, at Benfica, I can name like 3 players we bought this year that sucked. Balls,
All right, let me see if I can name one. Verissimo.
No, I liked him.
All right, that's all I got then.
I like. He wasn't horrible. What?
Oh, Darwin! What a trash.
Darwin's one because Darwin came out so strong from the beginning,
and then COVID,
and then died.
Como os Benficas these
and then
COVID,
and then Everton.
I don't know, man. He's been playing good dude.
Now, bro.
He needed
they fucking scored against us,
and he scored against us.
Finalmente. Well, how many goals he's at? 2.
I don't fucking know. I know he's
played nothing, bro.
Well, that's at least 2.
He's played nothing.
At least.
My opinion. Players we bought this year, because we bought a lot. Even Vertonghen didn't do really much. He got dropped from the team. But for me, Darwin, the potential that Darwin had from the start should have been so much more.
You guys paid what, 20 mil? I think for a guy that maybe I think scored what, 3 goals this year?
No, he scored more than 3.
4. Sorry.
He scored more. No, he in Europa League he led us by himself.
The boys.
I'm sorry, dude. You guys only fucking played league games this year. I'm sorry.
Don't matter, dude.
Sorry.
All right, the years that you guys won the league, you were still playing more competições, right? Competições, right?
Yeah, we.
What's the deal with now? What's the difference? You guys should have still played good, right?
I'm gonna drink my mics.
No, I would say that we should have played well. That's my.
I think you guys should have played better than you guys did with all the money that you spent. That's my thing.
Well, we have a treinador like Jorge Jesus.
Hell yeah, baby, dude. Come on. He wanted Sporting to win, dude. He's a Sportingista, dude. What do you want?
Jorge Pastillas, bro.
Always has a pastilla in his mouth. He did us good, so I don't give a shit.
So we're gonna move on, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get on to some juicy shit.
It's all you, Buzz.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm gonna start with Mikey. I'm sorry with Mikey because
she hasn't talked all fucking
ladies
podcast.
First,
yeah, you should definitely go ladies first.
She hasn't talked all fucking show.
No.
No.
Okay, so we'll start with Lucy, right?
No.
Yes.
As programmed, we'll go ahead with you.
Ladies first.
So, were you born here or were you born in Portugal? Well, listen, our viewers don't know this.
I don't know this.
I was born here, born and raised.
Talking to the mic.
You were born and raised?
In Harrison.
Talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
Sorry. I was born and raised. I'm just fucking around. I can curse. I was born in Belleville, but I was born and raised.
Was
in
your brother born here too, or was your?
Yeah. My siblings were
so
born
your
and
parents
raised
were
here.
here for a long time already.
My parents came over in 81 and 83.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my mom came over through like the whole status quo thing they had going. I don't know if you guys have this similar story, but it was like a situation where if you had someone living here that you were related to more immediately, like a cousin or a brother or whatever, you can kind of sign off and be held liable for them financially. And I don't know how that really worked, but I guess the U.S. kind of expected you to sign off on their character and on like their ability to work and provide for this country kind of thing. So my grandpa came over, which is my mom's dad, and then my mom came over with him along with her 2 siblings, and then she went back to Portugal, married my dad, true love, and they came over.
Oh, so your mom your mom went after your dad.
All right, relax. I wouldn't say it was like that. I would say more like he coerced her to like, he convinced her to come over here.
So your dad
was like, come back.
So your dad didn't just go with her originally?
No, he did not. No. They were like writing letters to each other, It was like really official. Yeah. No, it was like, they like danced to kind of in public. It was like really intense.
Wow. Your dad danced?
Oh yeah, my dad used to dance and play concertina at the same time.
Wait, at the same time?
Yeah, because they didn't have like people who played concertina. So they would be like, Berto, tens que tocar a concertina, you gotta play.
What a great name, Berto.
Música, yeah. Yeah, José Alberto, in full.
Straight chop.
And so, wow. Yeah, they told him like, you gotta play, whatever. And then he was like, but I want to dance. So he would do both.
So he'd be playing.
He'd be playing, and my dad plays like lefty. He plays with his left hand,
Well,
so he'd be playing and like dancing.
Is that your dad?
Yeah, it's Joey's best friend forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's not my
That-
best friend.
Yo,
that
that
is my
kinda shit is
fucking
badass,
idol, bro.
bro.
That is badass, dude. I tried playing my fucking accordion on the left hand.
Oh yeah, same.
Dude,
can't do
My
it.
dad was like, your brother failed. Maybe you can do it. And I was like,
Dude,
hard
but
pass.
left hand is just so.
It just came. My uncle does too. His brother.
Also lefty?
So they're not lefty. They write with their right hand, but they play concertina with their left. I'm a righty.
What?
But
Wait,
when I go-
whoa.
We went
whoa, whoa.
golfing.
Retract this.
Remember
Retract this.
remember we
Your
went-
The
dad
fuck?
writes with his right hand
Yes.
and
And
plays
plays.
concertina with his left?
That's correct. And so does my tío Joaquin.
That is awesome. That's badass.
So does my tío
I
Joaquin.
can't even fucking. Well,
I can't even
shit.
fucking draw a smiley face with my left hand.
I
Like, that's a
can.
literal joke. But I played softball for many
Wow.
years as a kid.
Did you play righty or did you bat righty?
I bat lefty. And I golf lefty. I
I'm
went
still-
golfing with you. Remember when the Niel was
I'm
here?
still fucking mind blown.
We went
I'm
golfing.
still fucking mind blown.
And I
I
have
can't
to
think of
request-
anything.
I have to
don't know.
request the lefty golf clubs because they don't have them at the front. They only have the righties. Yeah, and I have to request the lefties. I swear every time I do it, people are like, "No, like Lucy, stop fucking around. Like,
Stop fucking
just
with
do
us,
it the
dude."
right way." And I'm like, "Fuck off."
So he's
Like,
always-
this is how I do it.
I think it's a fucking Camponish thing. 'Cause
It's so unnatural to me.
Andre's the same way. Andre writes with his right hand, but plays
but
darts
he
with
plays,
his left.
He plays with his left.
He
Yeah.
plays darts with his left. It just makes no fucking sense to me.
Does he play darts with his left? I never noticed.
That or it's vice versa. He's lefty and he plays darts with his right. I know it's something like that.
Yeah,
But
but it's
Has he always played lefty?
my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
he
as a
never-
kid, he would like go to parties, and the way you would learn is like
Yeah.
you see people playing, and then my grandma bought him this really old concertina that we still have at home, has like the 2 tiers, and
it's a Paul
not that
Splendid.
one, not the red one. The
No.
one my grandma bought him is like
Oh,
old.
that's in the safe.
Like,
That's in the
my
safe.
dad's age, bro, like old. And
Jesus
so we have that at home in her house in Portugal, and she bought it for him, and he was like going to parties, and he would have to imitate them upside down and mirrored. So he like if you're
Wow.
doing left top, he's doing right bottom or
Wow,
whatever.
that's-
Yeah.
I'm already lost.
Yeah, no, same
Yeah,
though. Actually, yes.
I mean, I've been playing for a while, and
But yeah, that's how he plays. So if you're playing with my dad next to him,
yeah.
either your left hand and his right hand are in the middle, not moving, and then you're extending,
Yeah.
or the opposite, you're like extending towards each other. Yeah.
Dude, it's
Definitely can't stand next to him then.
bro.
No,
Fucking
you gotta
big
like,
shit.
the biggest mind blown ever is playing next to that man, dude.
it's
And it's crazy because it's like, it's not like a diss, but like you would never think how crispy and how crisp this man plays.
No, he's great.
It's just mind blowing.
I honestly think Companies has like some of the best players in our area.
Oh my god, no doubt about it.
Between your father, your
But-
Paul,
Paul, bro,
Jeff,
you know,
Miguel.
I think, and I think what meshes them together is your father.
Yeah, I mean, they all Paul more, I mean, definitely Miguel too, but Paul was like super influenced by my dad, like so hardcore. Like he like worked so hard to do I remember the kind of beer that we have on the second CD was like such a thing for Paul. It was just like this big deal. Like, I don't know, if you get Paul, you give him like 3 beers and a shot of something, he's like, oh, the way my dad plays, I'm so sorry, Paul. Like, it's so funny though. He's
I
like,
love
oh,
Paul.
my dad, my uncle's, fucking guy, you don't understand. Like, and I'm sitting there like, no, bro, I really don't understand. That's my dad. I don't understand. Okay, I'm sorry that I don't
So
understand.
I saw Paul like 2-3 weeks ago, bro.
Where?
At Jeff's
Oh yeah.
Jeff's birthday.
Yeah.
So we all went to Jeff's girlfriend's house. He had a birthday, and dude, Paul walks in, bro. Dude, I thought I let myself go with my hair, bro. Jesus Christ, dude, this man, blonde hair, curls.
He's Tarzan.
He looks like,
He's
dude, and then he's
There you
playing,
go.
dude, and then he does it purposely because he
Yeah.
used to do it a little bit, but now, dude, he plays
Yeah.
goes like this, and all you see is his hair like this, bro, in the fucking wind, bro, blowing.
Wow, that's.
But,
Damn, dude,
I don't even
hefty,
remember
bro.
last time I saw Paul.
but did your dad start playing first, or did he dance and then was like, oh, eu quero começar a tocar?
So the way I understand it is that when like they were at parties and stuff like that, he was more into like the concertina. But my grandparents were like really poor, so like concertina was something you would have to afford, So like dancing, I think, was always the first step for everyone, but it was definitely not something he stuck to, But then when he was older, I think it was just like easier with the chicks to kind of dance. So that's what my grandma always told. My grandma's like, teu pai às festas, tocava concertina, dançava, até cantava, fazia tudo. And I'm like, oh, okay.
It was Miguel.
Oh.
We were together with Miguel, and Miguel was like, he had a video of your father singing No, you told me.
No,
You
I have that shit, yo.
You had a
So
video of
my
your dad singing like a song you've never
Never
heard.
in my literal life of 25 years at the time.
Literal.
Okay. Literally. I've never heard the song in my life ever. Not to mention from my king father. Okay. So it was New Year. My nephew, for context, was born 2019, December 31st. He was born New Year's Eve, December of 2019, right before the pandemic hit. And so it was New Year's Eve, and we were at my madrina's house, and we're all sitting at a table, you know, a long table, whatever. Literally, I think we were using this tablecloth. And we were having dinner, and my dad was like playing concertina, and we were FaceTiming my brother's wife and my brother, and we were just looking at the baby. We're all really excited. We're fucking drinking a shit ton. And my dad is like playing concertina. We're all singing like Canari or something. And he just like breaks it down. And we're all looking at him like, what the fuck is this song? And my mom's looking at me like, Berto. She just thought he was drunk. Well, he was.
Berto,
But, like,
come
you know,
on, Berto.
she thought it was like she thought he was like more drunk than he was. She's like, Berto. And he's like, he starts singing. And he's like, it's a song, it's a religious song. It's about like the Menino Jesus Narceu, like, and I'm like, oh, this guy is like on a different level. Like I've never even seen my father smile, much less sing. I'm like, I can see all your teeth.
I don't think I've ever seen your father smile.
Never.
Oh, your dad's a straight faced type of guy?
My father's
Like
my father's a Portuguese man.
No, not like your dad, like your mom.
No, like my mom?
Yes.
Yeah, my mom is straight faced. She will not smile for nobody. Not even for me.
No, for what? What have we done? What have we accomplished?
I'm
Right?
just curious, like when he grabbed the concertina for the first time, like
Yeah,
I'm trying to like.
you
But
see
I'm trying to
everybody.
think of it the same way. Like when I remember the first time I went to softball tryouts, I had never played a sport. My mom didn't really let me play soccer and stuff because it was
I
like
feel that.
she would have to like go to the games, and that was like
feel
too
that.
much work, you know. So so sorry, mom. And so we weren't really like a family of sports. Really, like my brother never played any sports. My cousins all played sports, soccer. But I was the first one to like play a sport that was a girl.
Other than soccer.
I went in for softball. I remember I had like the $20 to sign up, and I was like, I'm fucking going. I'm not telling you, Linda, but I'm going. So I went. I got my jersey. Like I went to Modell's. I got my glove, and I got there, and they're like, all right, we're gonna practice batting. And I don't know. I had never picked up a bat in my entire
Holds
life.
bat upside down.
And I just no. Jesus.
The skinny part's up. You're like, all right, throw that bitch at me right now.
Watch what I can do. No. No, I just naturally like picked it up, and she was like, okay, you know, I'm going to pitch this. Just try to hit it as well as you can. And I just immediately
Straight
like,
dinger.
this is how I go, you know? And she was like, you're doing it wrong. And I was like, there's no other way to do this. There can't be. I've watched baseball on TV. Like, there's no way I'm doing this wrong. She's like, you do it the other way. And I was like, that's super uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable for me. It feels super unnatural. So I'm assuming, like, you know, my dad picked it up and he was like, this is natural. I'm assuming. I would ask him. It's not like he would give me an answer. He'd be like, oh, Lucia.
And then walk away.
Opa. Mas que pergunta.
Para com a merda. Come on, please.
Toquei concertina como os outros. Like, no, but Dad, like, how did it happen? He'd be
Hella
like,
fast.
Linda, like, just tell her to stop asking.
So
me
funny.
questions.
I've told you this story already. So, you guys have family in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And
Is that
Oh,
right?
I heard it. Yeah.
Where's that?
in Bridgeport. So our
Oh,
old
of
tocador.
Who? Which one?
Senor Berto. I think it was Senor Berto too. I think his name was Berto. And he was our old tocador before John. He was at Quince. Our first
Alright,
tocador, he
never
was at Quince.
All right, never mind about that.
He was related to you guys, and they went to a wedding, right? And our friend Fernando Jeff Borges, his father had a concertina, and they're all at the bar. They're all drinking. They're all at a wedding, and somebody went up to Fernando. Was like, yo, tá aqui tocador, vai buscar a tua concertina em casa. Ele fui para casa, fui buscar a concertina e veio para trás. E ele, quando foi dar a concertina ao teu pai, deu a concertina. E quando o teu pai virou-se a concertina de contrário, estegou-se a mão e agarrou a concertina para trás. Não deixou o teu pai tocar, de início.
No.
Disse, este caralho não vai me foder a concertina.
No.
Swear to God, this is a story that Fernando tells me all the time. And then, your dad started playing a Cana Verde, probably the Cana Verde on that CD.
Right, yeah.
And Fernando's jaw just drops, bro.
I mean, my
Like
jaw
that.
would drop too.
Just drops, bro. And they were like,
Dude,
how?
you do not see that.
All like that,
No,
just-
you do not see that.
And it was crazy because Fernando, to this day, I remember you guys going to Dancing Farmanville one time. I think it was like my birthday weekend. Me and Jeff Borges went, and I went to Jeff's house before going. And I was like, Jeff, I need that concertina. I want to bring that concertina, and like gave it to your dad that day to fucking play in Farmingville. I was like, yo, esta concertina que eles tentaram tirar-te, caralho.
Yeah. And it's always like upside down, so he's, you know how you have the padding.
Yeah.
You gotta like do
Your
it. So
dad's used to that shit. Your dad's a machina, bro.
My
Your dad
bro-
don't need the padding.
My brother and I bought him a concertina for his 60th a year ago. And I'm ordering it, and I'm like, yeah, but make sure they put the pads on upside down. And they're like, that's not something you ordinarily ask for. I'm like, no, but you got to do it. Because then if I give him the concertina and it's upside down, he's going to be like,
You guys don't even know me.
Personalize it. Like,
you guys don't even know
so,
me. I'm your
yeah,
fucking.
so
I'm your
how you
father.
gonna
You
do
don't even
that?
know me.
Yeah, literally. So I was like, make sure that the straps are the wrong way, because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Was your mom into rancho too?
Yeah, so my mom.
Oh, so the whole fam is just.
I grew up in like Camponeses. My parents were already there
I was
before
gonna
I was
ask
even
you.
born.
So, Joey always tells me about the whole like family in Camponeses and stuff. Like, is it really like you guys really roll that deep in like family? Like, you guys are all related?
So we're not all related. I just think that people get the impression that we are. Like, I'm not related to Jessica, Raquel, and Olivia. Jessica, Raquel, and Olivia are related to each other. But I'm not related to them. I'm related to Miguel, Jose, Paul, Sue. You know, I'm related to, obviously, my dad. I'm related to Teresa, Humberto. My padrinho Custodio and Ana used to be in the rancho. My mom used to be a singer in the rancho. I got a lot of family in the rancho. Left? My mom left for a while, but she's actually back and she dresses in like Rancho Campo. And she goes and joins us. She doesn't sing anymore now, but she joins us.
Do you know why she doesn't sing? Is there like a reason?
Yeah,
she just doesn't like it
like
anymore?
after my sister passed away like many years ago, and then after that she kind of just stopped. Yeah, and then we actually just convinced her to start getting dressed up like
just to walk.
In fucking November. We got my Teresa. I gotta stop saying my tia. Teresa bought her brown clothes like ropa de campo, and she was like, put it on and join us, and my mom did. And that was the first time in a really long time, over a decade.
The craziest part, right, is that like how small like the community of ranchos is, because before I even knew you, I knew about your sister. Because it's crazy, because Custodio is very good friends with my cousin John.
Yeah.
So like news goes around, and then
Custodio spent his honeymoon in Connecticut.
I believe it.
Yeah, in a car.
I fucking believe it.
Isn't that crazy?
The first concertina my cousin John bought was off of Custodio and King on a ferry going to Long Island.
Oh wow! Okay, of course, naturally.
Oh yeah,
random as shit.
Because John's mentors or whatever, whoever taught him how to play, live in Long Island. It's Kevin's uncle.
Yeah, but back then King Organola, his shop was in Norwood, Massachusetts, before he moved out to before they all moved back to Portugal.
Back to Portugal, yeah.
His first shop was here in the States.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Smartest decision he ever made. He became like a multimillionaire going back to Portugal.
Yeah.
But the thing that's crazy, because I remember Brandon, bro. I was like young too.
Yeah.
And like my cousin John was like, yeah, somebody passed away in Jersey, and from there on, I knew who you were. I didn't know you, but I knew who you were.
Just by association, right?
By association.
Yeah, I mean, we have a community here that, like, we really take for granted, I think. Yeah. You know, we had in Rancho de Union a few years ago, the kid that passed away, you know, and I hate to mention anything, like, about people that I don't personally know, but just to give an example, that was crazy. That really shook our community. Someone so young.
And then
having
him and then Barbash.
And yeah, exactly.
I feel like whenever somebody dies,
another one that
I feel like whenever somebody dies, like in like the Portuguese community, even though like everybody has their differences, everybody just gets shocked.
It wrecks
regardless.
us. It wrecks us as a community.
Like a couple days, you guys are just like, damn, dude, like blah blah blah, like this guy, you know, I just saw with him at the bar, just having a drink, whatever, and then it's just like, boom, it's like done.
That just goes to show how tight knit we are, though. We really, really are such a tight community. Despite how big New Jersey is, and despite how big New York is, and whatever, we all come together, and it's like really intense. And that's something that I don't think people really realize. I think we take it for granted. You know, I take it for granted all the time. I'm like, I could never possibly feel alone. I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Like, if something really, you know, if you were really in a bad place, I don't think you could ever really feel alone, because we have so many good people around us. And it doesn't have to be people that you talk to on a daily basis. It can be, you know, someone you haven't talked to in a while, or someone you just had a really good experience with once. We have such a, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
I think it's just like the whole like rancho like culture. Like everybody goes to the same parties, everybody goes dances and stuff, and then it's like you guys see each other, you guys are laughing and dancing and all this shit, and that's what kind of like glues everything together.
Surely,
and you don't even need to know somebody, like you don't even need to know that other person, but I guarantee if you were down or something, and like nobody was dancing with you or whatever, like a random dude would just come up to you and just start dancing. Like,
and you feel
do not
comfortable
see-
enough to do it. How many times are you out there? And even I can say it like someone. I remember João. I've danced with João before. I had never met João ever. In like this was years ago though. This was before I had ever met him. And he came up to me because he started dancing late too, right?
Yeah.
Like
he was late, yeah.
So I was like, "Who is this kid?" You know. And he's like, you know, he saw me dance. He's like, vamos or not? And I'm like, I mean, yeah, let's go, man. What the fuck? Of course we're gonna go. And I remember he probably doesn't remember this. I remember dancing with him for like hours, and it was like one of those events where you just dance, dancing. Man. You just don't stop. And I didn't even know his name. And I'm at the end and I'm like, dude, who's this guy? Like, I don't even know who this is.
Who invited this guy?
And
over
literally all my friends were like, dude, no, we thought you knew him because you were dancing with him. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck he is.
João, when you fucking hear this, I want to hear this story, right?
João, shout out to you, man, because I had a great night, so no regrets.
I want to know if this story is true.
If this
Obviously,
adds
probably
up.
is, but I want to see. I want to add one.
But yeah.
With Camponeses, did you guys ever like split up or anything like that, or?
Yeah, so we started off as Aldeia Velha, which was a rancho at Sport Club, which had green clothes. So yeah, you guys obviously know us as being blue, right?
Yeah.
So that's like the trademark color for us for years now. But we had when I was in Rancho Infantil, I wore red and green, which was Roupa da Aldeia Velha. It was like the rancho before us, and we had a lot of their clothes left over. It seemed wasteful not to use it. We had it, and we used it in like our kids that would just join, and then the kids that dance had their color. It was the green. So I was red.
Is that still a thing? Like
no.
So everybody's just
so
blue.
Our Rancho Infantil uses blue. Yeah.
You just see that flash? I thought I just got a heat flash or something. I just saw it too.
What?
It was like God.
I was like, I didn't know where that came from.
It's my menopause. Don't fucking tell me. It's so real.
It's not that bad down here. I mean, I'm getting a little hot, but I'm just fat.
But I had a question. I had a question for you though, right? Because I remember when I first met you, which we're probably going back like fucking 10 years.
Oof, man, I was like 120 pounds.
You're probably like 125 pounds though. I don't want to know.
Sure, yes.
But
yes, I am. Actually,
back then, tu cantavas mais. Tu não cantas tanto como cantavas antigamente.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ei, foste tu próprio que paraste ou?
Ok, o cantar é assim, right? Começas a cantar numa festa e ali é logo assim. Estás numa festa, tens que cantar. E eu queria dançar. Like, I wanted to dance, And even in the rancho, I started seeing differences, no rancho comecei a dançar cantar o canário, em vez de dançar. And even if we were like down to the for canário, you needed 8 partners. So you need 8 girls, 8 guys, right? Se tivéssemos 9 meninas and like one of them didn't want to dance it, they'd be like, well, you have to, because Lucia has to go sing it. And it's like one of those things. And I really appreciated that opportunity. I don't sing it anymore because we don't really dance it as much. But I really appreciated the opportunity because it like really gave me that ability to get on a stage and no one's looking at you. Because when you're singing in a coro in a rancho, no one's looking at you. They're watching the people dance,
Yeah, that's true.
So no one's looking on stage, and it was like it gave me like a level of comfort. But like when you're singing, at a party and stuff, it's like
by yourself.
I get very nervous. I get very
last
clammy.
Anniversary, I don't know, estavas bêbada or no?
I was extremely bêbada. Mom, don't.
I was like, yo, Lucy's singing a kind of verde, bro. I was like, yo, and she went on stage, you sing. I was like, no, that's not Lucy. I was like, yo, where's this Lucy been for like the last 5 years?
That's fair. I think that it's a lot of just like vergonha. I don't know. I get like, and you know what? I go out and I hear people singing. I just really enjoy it, and I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to be a part of it because I'm like really enjoying it. It's like, estás nas festas de arcos, barca, whatever. You go watch a performance. You're in the middle of a fucking circle watching people dance and sing and play, and you just like you're so involved. Like you're so, I don't know, almost like mesmerized by it that I'm like, if I even open my mouth right now, I'm gonna ruin that. I'm gonna ruin that so fucking bad.
It's like Joey always says when you're in fucking articles, whatever, and you try to when you're trying to call a song and like some old guy's doing it and you just start brawling out. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you guys have had the similar experience.
I've never been there, but I'm not the type of dude to like, bro. If I want to call, I'm gonna call, bro. If you have a problem with me, you better square
fair.
up. I don't care how old you are. Yo, if you're 70, I'm squaring up, bro. That's on God.
They don't do nothing. They just stare at you.
I'll
like you got like 5 heads.
Stare right back.
You got a problem?
They just stare at you. Mas I think it's something like I had that conversation before on one of these podcasts. Acho para mim é respeito para os mais velhos que ainda estão a dançar.
Yeah.
I've made the comment before too. If I'm in a roda and I see Tony Brito dancing, or if I see Berto, those are the 2 main guys that if I ever saw in a roda, eu já sabia deles que ia mandar.
E maior parte das vezes estão os dois roucos.
Yeah.
You're like,
They don't even
I'm not gonna be to my teeth. Like, and you're like, man, all right, someone take that back real quick.
I know Joey when he starts getting roco, his face starts going
Joe's
like red
always
and purple. I'm like,
roco.
all right, guys, like he's got 1 or 2 good ones in, and he's need to sub out, or else this guy's gonna fucking.
He turns as red as his hat.
We did the Ruzgos last year. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, it was last year. It was 2020.
Was it?
Yeah, right before
Yeah, I'm
COVID,
sorry.
because
Yeah, it
everything
was.
shut
It was
down.
2020.
Yeah.
We just didn't have it this year. Tivemos a fazer a Rusga de jovens e, like, you know, tínhamos a música praticada, tínhamos a letra praticada e eu era para cantar a última música, but I had been talking. And eu estava a servir, I was like working at the stand. E a gente anda a gritar, you know? It's a bunch of Portuguese people. You're not talking, you're just screaming like, Mamurga! Like, you know, you're like yelling the whole time. Like, God forbid we're like normal. And so I'm screaming the whole time. I'm communicating. You're having a normal conversation with someone and they're deaf.
Can't hear shit.
And then I'm deaf, like just by nature. So I, you know, whatever. So I'm screaming the whole night and then I'm presenting and I'm like going in on every song for no fucking reason.
We were all hyped.
We were so hyped. And we
all
were the last Ruzga. You know, we had so much fun. We just had so much fun with it. I really enjoyed how much fun we had with it because it was so informal.
Yeah.
We're like, we're going to get up there. We're all going to be very drunk.
Yes.
And we are going to have a blast. We're going to tell these
was
people that we got this shit when you retire and you leave. We got this, okay? We
Let's
don't
be
got
honest,
this, by the way. We
for
don't got
Hujgas
this.
and like performances like that, alcohol is usually like
100% involved. You get a garrafão
yeah.
de vinho as your gift. Like, come on.
I don't
Facts.
care. This is literally facts. 100%. There's been proven studies because Amato sober cannot dance. Am I right or am I wrong? You remember that Sayyida?
Absolutely.
You remember that Sayyida?
I was
Oh man.
That was
I was heavily intoxicated that night as
That
well.
was a
No way.
Yeah.
that was a great Sayyid. That was a great party.
Me and Amato used to
It's like a pre-workout.
We always pre-gamed
Yeah.
right before season.
Yo, and that was when he stopped drinking for like the 2 weeks he did. So he decided not to drink that one C that we had, and he fucked up every
No
song.
way.
Literally.
Coitado.
I think it was only the Canavir that he didn't fuck up.
Yeah.
all
Well,
right.
I mean, that's a pretty hard one to fuck up.
Oh my god!
all right.
But it was hysterical. We were all dancing. We were laughing.
I don't know, man. I feel like when I'm intoxicated, I dance better, bro.
Same. I play 10 times better when I'm drunk. That's just me.
That I definitely don't.
That
I
don't
I
even
just
play
feel like
that.
I have
I don't
more
even
stamina.
play that
Yeah.
good when I'm sober, dude.
no, for me, I think I play 10 times better intoxicated.
I think it just affects your stamina. Like, I feel like I could dance for like 8 hours.
Yeah,
like,
and then the
oh,
next
no.
day
Oh,
you're
40
suffering.
minute kind of beards. Challenge me.
Yeah.
You know, but then I'm like sober and I'm like 4 minutes into the entrada and I'm like, you know, Miguel, like,
Dude,
we
I hate,
should
dude,
just
I
dance
hate,
to say
dude, I
and
hate
get
it
out
when,
of here.
I hate it
you
when
know?
people just start playing a kind of and they start singing. It's like 15 minutes deep and you're still dancing. I'm like, bro, all right, cut
Man,
that
those
shit
are my
right now, bro.
favorite, yo.
No, I'm like, yo, cut that shit right
Dude,
now.
When the boys are like,
my
they
heart
have the
rate's
thing
at
all in the air,
my
they're like
my
trying to
heart
end
my
it.
heart rate's at 160. I'm gonna pass out right now,
you
dude. What are we doing?
You wouldn't last in Arcos, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
They
listen,
last-
Yo,
they last
old
45
Ludlow,
minutes.
Bro.
old Ludlow.
Oh my
bro,
Oh
5 minutes,
my
I'm all
God.
set, dude. I'm all good. Like, I don't want to.
We
Like block the view, man.
Bro, I'm like 5 minutes.
You
yo,
shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
Oh my god.
If you're playing a kind of and it's more than like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I'm like, dude, all right, chop. Like,
Dude,
I'm about to pass out. Like,
Ludlow, yo.
Ludlow back in the day,
And
bro.
uphill too, and
Oh, I
downhill
know.
even
Yeah.
worse. I
Yeah.
think. Like, I'm like,
Ludlow
yo,
back in the day, they
Oh,
were
it was in the
20,
dirt?
25 minutes
easily.
strong.
Man,
too much.
I remember dancing with like the Ada guys, you know, like Timmy and fucking Mike.
Well, my
and
first year that
dancing
I-
with
the f-
you and dancing with like
The first year I met
man.
you, I was like, yo, is her intimidating?
No,
Because literally y'all danced
it was-
the
we-
whole party.
Did you
we
think-
all knew each other really well, and like our ranchos would take like buses and shit, and we would all leave at the same time, and we would get there at the same time. We were just like,
Is that what everybody
We're
thought when you
we're-
were dancing with Joel for hours?
we're doing no.
Are you dating Joel? Who is this guy? Who invited this guy?
God, no. Timmy's a married man. You're an asshole.
I'm just, we're talking like 12 years ago.
No, I agree. I know, but we
12,
were
maybe longer.
like honestly, we were all there at the same time. You know, our ranchos we would do this annual trip, and we don't even do that anymore. If I go,
Yeah.
I go with like
I feel like now.
I go with the girls, and we go and we make a trip out
I
of
feel
it.
like it. Yeah, I feel like now Ludlow
So
is
the
more
ranch
of
doesn't
a.
go.
I feel like
Young youth.
yeah, Ludlow
Yeah.
now I think is like, all right, we're not gonna take a bus because obviously you guys are gonna stay there a weekend.
Yeah.
So what's the point of getting
Yeah,
a bus if
that's
it's just
true.
gonna be like the older people to
That's
get
true.
a for what? That's just a waste of money to me. I mean, everybody does their own thing. But
I hope we bring it back like one day. Like we just miss it so much that we do it because now it's nice going and staying the weekend. We have a great time,
yeah.
but I mean we used to have a great time. Like we were really young at the time though. I'm thinking like when we used to take the bus, I was like 14, 15, which not to date myself was like a while ago.
Did you say you were 25?
I'm 26.
Oh well, I'm the youngest one here, but
You're younger than me?
yeah.
Why'd you invite me?
I'm
That's
20,
not allowed. You know it.
turning 25 in August,
That's
or I'm
disgusting.
turning 26 in
I'm
August.
Well,
Jesus
if it makes
literally-
me feel better, I'm definitely the oldest. So.
I don't know. Joe's like 45, so
I mean,
Almost.
bro. Every time we did the Rujas, dude, I would play for Austin, and then I'd play for Arcos. Not once that I got any slice of presunto.
No
or fucking
way.
anyone. Not
they
one.
cut it right there.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me.
All the Russias. That's why we save the tables because we know that
CDA,
it makes it easier.
CDA cuts it right there.
We
I'm like,
provide
bro,
a knife.
I'm
in
like,
the
bro,
bag,
I'm just getting
there's-
used now.
In the bag, there's presunto, vinho, and a knife, and a toalla.
And no
Cozinha.
queijo.
That's true. And as a
that-
pescatarian, I feel like we really should include that, Teresa. But like,
Well, that's
whatever.
why you guys invite Rodrigo to sell the chorizos and the cheese.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. He,
That's good.
and he does his business. We do ours, and it's great.
Are you
It
related to
works out.
Kathy?
No, I'm not related to everyone.
I'm just not. I just want to ask because that
No,
fan
I'm
run
not.
deep.
We run deep, but you know what it is? It's not just like, I don't know. Like,
But for the most part,
I feel like every rancho can relate to that, man. And it doesn't
I
matter
don't
what
think
level.
so, man. Arcos is like a whole bunch of mixturas over there.
You know, to each their own. Everyone has their own opinion, but I
Connecticut
think,
was like that at
you
one
know,
time.
I think that we can all relate at some time that, you know, you're with these people every week. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
granted,
that's
it's
true.
been really weird for the last year. I feel super weird not seeing these people all the time, but
It's gonna be weird.
I
just
look
dancing
forward to it.
in
Yeah, it's
general
gonna-
because
I totally agree. I don't think I have it in me to like.
dance.
I don't think I have it in me for a real good Saida. Like, I don't think I have it in me.
I don't think I can play.
Yeah,
All right, that's like
This guy goes live
ridiculous. It's
maybe
like
once or
acting
twice a
like
week,
you
like,
stop.
dude,
Twice a week, bro. I went live
Last
once
week.
Last week,
Which
and
is
it was,
sad.
I was
the time
actually
before
live
that.
45 minutes ago, and no one went on, so I stopped. Like, I'm sorry, Joe. I have a full-time job. I'll do better. My bad. Oh, because the woman is. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Say something interesting.
So, Mikey. We're gonna push it over to Mikey a
Please
little bit.
do.
Wow.
So,
Shit.
where did we meet, man? I'm trying to remember. Was it Danielle Souza? Folk band?
Yeah, in Connecticut. That's
was
right.
it folk band?
Yeah.
Connecticut. Wow.
They came. You came down for the weekend.
What was that? April 2012, dude.
Yeah.
Still remember that.
Fuck.
How do you?
Yeah.
You didn't even.
So
you know how I remember
Specific events.
like Boston. We're in Boston. There's no fucking Boston cream.
Yes, yes. We went to a Dunkin' Donuts in Cambridge, actually. And they were like, "Yo, Mikey, you want anything?" I was like, "Yeah, give me a Boston cream." They go inside, come back like 5 minutes later. Yo, no Boston cream. I was like, "How the fuck are there no Boston cream donuts in Boston?"
Wait, so that's not a Boston thing?
I guess not.
they
ran out.
I mean, that's,
No,
I mean,
first
that's
they
a silly
said no
question.
card, no cash.
That was
Wait,
that
what?
night.
Does that even
No card,
mean?
no cash.
So you could all
Free,
use
baby.
the app?
All right, so
Free.
This is
I don't
2012.
think the app was invented
Yeah,
back
wait.
then.
So
Oh
how
my
the-
God.
So
no, this
we're out
was
of
way
service.
before an app. So this was the night of that party. And
No, it was the next day. We went to
it
Massachusetts
was
the next day.
right after the party. It was right after the party. I
He
remember.
pinpointed the month. You
So-
don't argue with him.
Yeah. Trust me and Danielle Souza will never forget this. Just the other day, he was on live and he saw me on. He's like, "Hey, Mike, got your credit, bro." I was like, "No." I'm like, "I'll give you a check."
Oh, check. I forgot that was an option, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
look
so,
at that.
so after the party, obviously, Danielle Souza, Pedro, and Luis, they wanted food. So we were like, "Damn, it's like 2:30 in the morning. What's open?" McDonald's. Let's go to McDonald's. We jump in my car and we go to McDonald's. We pull up to the drive-thru, and we start ordering. She's like, "Well, wait a minute. Are you guys gonna pay cash or credit?" And I was like, "Well, credit." "Oh, you can only pay in cash." Well, then why are you asking if I want to pay cash or credit then? So then ever since then, it's just been a thing with us.
Yeah.
Like between me, Joey, and Danielle Souza, it's like cash or credit. It's like, okay.
Wow.
That was a great weekend, man. That was
Wow.
a fucking great.
That was a wild night.
yeah.
That was a wild. I've met the majority of everybody from like Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, all from that night.
Oh, one shot. Jesus Christ.
And then the next, that was the same weekend, if I'm not mistaken. Nelson and Philippe were in,
yeah,
were
yeah,
in,
the
were in
same weekend.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, we
So
crashed that party.
We had nothing planned for Sunday, So my cousin's like, yo, my cousin John has a seven passenger Armana. And I'm like, yo, let's all fucking go to Massachusetts. Fuck it, let's go crash it. So it was
John,
Like a ranch party?
really?
Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
John Funtz, really?
Yup.
Well, John, it was that concertina party was
Wow.
it was me, Manny, and John that planned it. So we were taking care of them anyway. So we were gonna do anything with them regardless. So
Wow.
John was like, "Yo, let's go to Massachusetts."
Is that right?
So the seven of it was
Oh,
it was
he's right.
it was Mike
John.
it was Mikey, Danielle, and Amato in the third row. It
Oh,
was
man, Jesus Christ.
It was the other two guys. Oh my god,
Pedro and Luis.
Pedro and Luis, and then it was me and John in the front.
It's just,
Dude, it took us like 3 hours to get
John
there,
was
dude.
with us too. João.
Was he?
João was with us. I believe Fabi was with us too.
Damn,
because then we went-
People in that Armada.
We
God
stopped at the
damn.
Amorim house
Yeah.
in Milford.
I got so drunk on wine that
Bro.
night, dude.
Sneeuw Rom's homemade wine
Oh
Yeah.
my god, bro.
turned his ears
Purple.
as red as his jersey.
They were almost purple, bro.
like wild.
God,
And then
dude.
I'll never forget, João started doing Jogada against Daniel Souza there.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
João was like, yo, bring it.
That sounds
Let's
gold.
go.
That
Yeah,
sounds
let's go.
gold.
I remember that night, dude. I remember being at Emily's house, and they started playing concertina, and then Amato like turned around, grabbed castañolas, and then I grabbed. Dude, he had like 8 pairs of castañolas around the wall.
He was ready.
So I was grabbing this pair, I was giving that one to John, I was giving this pair to Mikey. I was just a video. I gotta look who has that video,
Jesus Christ.
'Cause-
What a party, huh?
dude.
Fuck.
Dude, and then he made his homemade wine, but Angela worked for Dunkin'. So you know how like the liter bottles, the big gallon bottles,
Yeah,
they have like that red cap.
yeah.
She would steal the white box of Joe caps and put it on there because it would like vacuum seal it.
Oh, wow.
Dude, oh my dude, his
Hopefully,
wife-
hopefully she doesn't work at Dunkin' Donuts right now. 'Cause
No,
she's in Portugal. Yeah,
she's
in
about to get
Portugal
fired
now.
real quick.
it was around. That was when we met, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, because
Oh my
I had
God.
just joined Kazakh in, I want to say either October or November of 2011. My first Eida was January with them, and then that's when me and
20
Amato became very close.
2011 is when Kazakh started, no? No,
2010.
2010.
Yeah,
sorry.
2010.
Oh
You're
wow,
right.
you've
So
been
they
there
had-
since.
2011 was the first anniversary.
Yeah, so
you're
they
right.
had their first anniversary,
Yeah.
and then like I had.
Wow, years ago.
So I remember on one of your podcasts you talked about like jumping from ranch to ranch.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm that guy. So like my
can't relate.
career started in Perth Amboy.
I got videos.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes,
Porto Boy.
Joey-
You mean Porto Boy?
Yeah,
Please
Perth
pronounce it.
Amboy.
Right. Yes, Porto Boy.
Well, if you want, I can pronounce it the way it's supposed to be now by their citizens living there. It's Bersambay.
No way.
Yes, Bersambay.
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing Portuguese about that town right now is the Portuguese club, which I do hang out every so often. But
Oh, because they got a nice club, man.
They do.
It's
They
it's actually
redid
really
it.
decked out. It's
Yeah,
nice.
they redid
it's
it.
really like new.
It's awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. Like
Wow.
Joey
Dude, the
was
Metra-
there for my birthday.
Dude, the Metracos table has like stadium
LED
lights.
Yeah,
Wow.
Inside?
yeah, right around the edge of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
What are,
pretty
you gonna
awesome.
be, what are you gonna be playing with the fucking lights off? What do they need?
Well,
fucking lights
it is fairly dark in the actual bar itself, so it actually does help. But it's man, it's legit.
Dude,
And,
I remember going to practice one time and I'm like, yo, Mikey, I got a video to show you. And then I couldn't get the camcorder to work.
Yeah.
Damn camp.
Dude, it was 2001.
Oh
It
man.
was 2001.
Oh, so you've been
the-
dancing for a hot ass
No,
minute.
Oh yeah.
2001 when in September when Elizabeth used to do their El Real in
At the
September.
church.
No,
Oh.
at the club.
Was it at the
I
club?
was at the club. 'Cause they normally do the last one of the year. Is at the club. They do
Okay.
one in the beginning of the year and then they do one at the end of the year. Because I remember that because it was like September 11th was Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was that weekend. It was the weekend right before. That was the only reason why I remember that scene so fucking clearly.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
because it was that weekend.
Right.
But that was that weekend. But I have it even shows it on the little clip I have on Instagram. Because I'm like, yo, look who I found, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like it's Perth Amboy. They're doing like some little marsha or whatever, and all you see is Mikey with no blowout, like small ass hair.
No.
No blowout, no nothing. I was like, yo, that looks like Mikey, but I ain't sure. And then it's Luta's next to you,
Yeah.
and then
Mm.
Luta's next to you.
Damn, y'all been dancing for that long. Holy
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, yeah, Luta's also like an OG. Like he's been dancing since he was a kid.
Well,
Yeah.
Luta almost got the same story as you. He went instead of going from Perth Amboy to Dançar like you did. He went from Perth
Well,
Amboy
no, I went to
Elizabeth.
Ada. I went to the original Ada before they split.
Oh, this again, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of drama in Perth Amboy where I went through like 20 different partners. I just got fed up with it. And I told my dad, I was like, yo, I'm done with this. We had to see.
Was it because they were like all in love with you and you were
psyched? Negative.
Because from what I hear at this table, like you're like a big deal.
I have
You're a big deal. So.
As a woman.
Yeah.
I heard there's an emoji after you. The Brázzy face.
The Brázzy face. That's
what the fuck is that?
You don't know about the Brázzy face?
Yeah.
No, I don't have Instagram. If this has something to do with Instagram, I don't have it. So.
No, it was just a thing. Every picture I would take, it's surfs up and the tongue out. So next, you know, everybody started doing it. I forget.
You're my mother's worst.
There was a hashtag.
Worst.
Hashtag Brázzy face.
No way.
I don't know who. Yeah. I don't know who started, but it's like next thing you know, I just see a bunch of like.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. I just rolled with it.
I mean,
But yeah, man, I went to Newark one day and I danced with Perth Amboy. I didn't like the way the performance came out, and like starting to see all these newer groups, and you guys were actually there too, and I'm like, wow, these guys are awesome. It's like
different community.
Yeah, big time.
Sure.
And I was like, I went up to my dad. I was like, yo, I want to join one of these guys. And sure enough, my dad used to work with Sr. Martins from Dançar. And they got to talk, and
makes sense, yeah.
Next thing you know,
that's how like I was
that's
too,
bro.
It's
how it always is, though. It's like you know someone, and then you're like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like me was like, it was almost the same thing. I had a very bad saída, didn't like it, but I already knew what was in Jersey and what I wanted and what you know what I'm saying, bro? I think we're really like in that point. Like, tu tens uma paixão para uma certa coisa, tu queres sair sempre.
It's got to be perfect.
Sometimes it's not even perfect, bro. O poder e a vontade para fazer tem que estar aí. Because if you don't have that motivation, if you don't have that will, and if you don't have that like me, I'm at a point where I'm like, I have like that no bullshit type attitude.
Yeah.
Where I'm there just to do this with no headache, no bullshit. Because if the headache and the bullshit comes, I'm not about it anymore. You know, eu não estou para perder amigos, não estou para perder paciência, não estou para perder amor que eu gosto de fazer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just my
Kathy.
Going to Camponeses, baby.
So literally every episode, they're like, "Oh, so when you join the company?"
Oh my god,
bro. I was like,
give it time.
At this point, I'm like, I'm so over him. Like, can someone else just like call dibs, please?
Me and Mikey are starting a group. I don't know if you heard.
Well, all the Jersey girls will be there.
Damn, I'm not gonna live this down, yeah.
From what I hear, big deal.
From the grapevines and stuff.
The
Brázzy
big
face
deal.
and shit, man. So you went Perth Amboy, you went Ada, then you went CDA? Or was there somebody in between?
Well, so I know you guys spoke with Timoteo how it's split. So I was too young, nor did I didn't give a shit what the politics were all about. They split up. I stayed with Timoteo in the original Ada. But then I got into a huge blowout fight with somebody there. And I was just like, yo, screw this. I don't need you guys. And I quit. And that's when Dançar and Ada was formed. So they hit me up. They're like, yo, you're not dancing? Come dance with us. But then I was only there for like a year and a half because they pulled some shady shit where my dad was like, whoa, wait a minute. You guys are trying to steal money out of us now and this and that. Shit. Like, we actually had 7 people from the Direção of Dançar and Ada at my parents' house trying to like, no, come back, you know, we want your sons there, blah, blah, blah. Because it was me and my brother at the time.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a brother.
Yeah. And I was just like, nah, I'm done. And I went like maybe a year without dancing and then got invited. They were like, yo, just come check out Casujat, see if you like it. The second I walked in, I saw it was Tony Brito leading. I was like, yo, where do I sign up? Because Tony Brito is the reason I even first saw Rancho and Folklore and fell in love with it. And I was just like, yeah.
That affects you a lot. Like, that has a lot to do with it. That's one of the main reasons I always say, like, sure, I'm in the rancho with all my family, and that, like, really grounds you. But that aside, like, for me, it's like growing up, my Berto and Teresa Veloso were, like, huge for me. Like, they were rancho to me. Like, growing up, I still remember dancing the Canabir with him when I was a kid. He would just pick me up and fling me. And that's, like, kind of how you picked it up. And you kind of go along with it.
I thought, like, your Tio Domingos was, like, the more...
Yo, my Tio Domingos is the man. Let's just go there right now, okay? Domingos is the fucking man. I'm not even going to go there because he's a whole episode in himself.
I forgot what scene that I did with you guys.
Domingos, he's got so much passion, bro. He dances and you're like, you're in it there.
I think it was there. Neutron. Neutron was like, yo, Sundays, let's go.
Oh, yeah,
We're leaving.
He calls
them Sundays.
I
was like, oh my God. I didn't even I didn't put 2 and 2 together that Domingos and Sundays. It was just a mind.
Oh my
mind
God.
It's like a joke. It's a
Yo.
joke.
I was like,
Enrique
wow.
doesn't
just got
actually
that.
think he's
Alright.
like thief
I was like, I
something.
just got that.
I just got that too.
I was like, wow.
He just thinks it's so funny, and it honestly it's really funny. And he like will respond
Yeah.
because Enrique's like, "Yo, Sunday." He's like, "Come here."
Dude,
And he's, like, ready for whatever, you know.
So the
Wow.
the greatest thing on this earth, right? Because you're in it too, was the calendar that the clubs did.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
why
am.
you gotta bring him up like
So
that?
the-
He ain't even here to defend himself. That's not right.
So the Portuguese clubs here in the community did a calendar.
I love the swingers
A
one.
fundraiser,
Swinger
yeah.
one's just
They
so
did a
good
they
too.
did a fundraiser and did the calendar. So
Yeah.
all the DSL, all the guys were shirtless in the
Yes.
calendar.
Yeah.
Dude, so like sport
Can you
clubs-
imagine a bunch of like
So
pork
sport-
chops?
Oh
So-
no! Please
dude,
don't imagine
shirtless.
it. Just buy a calendar and
I
see
have.
it.
I still have mine.
So sport club,
still have one.
sport club, dude. 90% of the DSL sport club, dude, were like 50 plus.
Oh my
100%.
God.
Yeah.
Dude, and Domingos, bro.
With-
Sundays in that photo. Oh my
With
god.
people's just out, just
He
Yeah.
looks like he should
Big
have been
time,
paid.
dude.
He looks like he should have been paid
Sundays
to
look
be in
like
that
he should have
calendar.
had received a check.
He should have
after
received
that.
20% of every
Yes.
calendar
Oh my god.
because he just stole the show.
I actually, once the calendar came out, like there
Did all the
was,
girls buy it?
there were a bunch of.
Were you
older
in the
women.
calendar?
I was. I'm,
They
I
just
was in
You're
January.
such a dude.
I am January.
I literally hate
I did the favor. They're like, oh,
the
come.
favor. You did
I was
everyone
like,
a favor.
listen,
You're
I
so
got you.
charitable.
I had to.
How are you single?
Cause I don't know. I could. Yeah,
Must
I
be
could probably
something
think of.
to it.
Mhm. But yeah, dude. Hey, man. We sold a lot of calendars.
I
and
bet.
then
I
when
bet you did.
when Portuguese kids
The
came
girls
down,
were like, "What did you say?"
older women. They were
all of
older
my
women though,
savings.
but they were a lot of older
Older
women.
women?
Too. I took advantage of that. I was like, hey,
Quite the demographic you have.
I went to the.
Jesus.
I had to take advantage of it.
I would ask my mom if she bought a calendar.
No.
Imagina?
No, Diolinda wasn't in line.
I hope
It's still
not,
January in
please.
your
5
house.
a.m. Diolinda's like, Berto,
It's-
tenho que ir lá, isso é uma coisa muito importante.
It's still January in your house.
Imagine.
It's the whole year.
Yeah, January all year round.
My
Just
mom
never
said she
changes.
forgot. I guess it was just like on purpose.
It's in the corner. It's all right.
So-
Forget about it.
Back, I guess, back
We're
to
the worst.
normal topics,
We're
right?
not a good group.
That was funny.
So you've been what, 3 years now? 4
You
years?
said like 4 or 5.
4 years retired?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
give-
say retired. I'm gonna be respectful.
I'm saying on a break.
Retired. No, retired.
no,
Definitely
he's retired. Come on.
I'm
That's
old.
So-
insane.
If I'm not mistaken, you took your break, right?
yeah.
Because you work. We're not gonna go into work, but you
Actually,
had work.
I have a
It
question
was-
about his work actually because I
it
found
was-
something
It
fascinating
was
about what he did.
It was a little bit of both. It was because of work, obviously, because I got stationed up in Vermont on
Yeah.
the border. So
Mm.
even though I did still come down for the anniversary, I would
That's
fly down
dedication.
like once a weekend,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
somehow like I'd land Friday at 7:00. Somebody would pick me up. I'd be at CDA by like 8,
Make it on time.
practicing, and then Sunday night I'm right back on a plane back to Vermont.
Holy
It's like
Dedication.
that's how much I loved
Dedication.
dancing. Like
Yeah.
I thought
even like just I'll have random nights at my house where I'll just blast the surround sound with YouTube and old videos of us, of Camponeses, of Carney. There's even videos of Perth Amboy dancing. It's like
I sent him-
love.
I
the culture.
emailed him the CD of
Wow.
Yes, I was actually
Churrasqueira.
listening to that the other day.
The
Ton-
CD. Oh,
Ton
yeah.
de
Yeah,
Churrasqueira?
yeah,
I was listening to that the other day.
yeah.
He sent me the snap the other day and he was blasting his kind of
Yeah.
bro. His kind of weird.
It's sick. It's sick.
I don't know.
I'll send you the email. I'll send you the
yeah,
CD.
send it through my email. I just wanted to ask the one question because I know I saw you. You went to Texas, right, for work? Or
Yeah,
something?
twice.
How is that? I don't know if you can like talk about it, but how like what's like? I know you had border control. What was that even like? Basically to kind of like live that.
Eye opening.
Really?
Very eye opening.
Is it like everything that the media says? Like,
no,
Really?
Naturally.
no.
Really?
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Because all I see in
bullshit.
media is like people just trying to climb fences and stuff like that. And
In Texas there are no fences. In Texas, it's all river.
oh, so it's just a river.
It's a river.
Wow.
I've come across unfortunately bodies just that drowned.
Really? How
Heat strokes.
How wide is the river? Like, is it pretty
Um,
decent size or?
I could definitely kick a soccer ball across,
Like wide enough, but not
Yeah.
impossible.
and if it rains, that current will take
Oh
you.
wow,
So-
really?
Yeah.
Could I kick a soccer ball across or just you kick a soccer
No, you could definitely. If I could kick it, you can definitely kick it across, right?
I don't think I could.
No, you definitely can. If I
could
can,
kick a
you
soccer
definitely
ball.
could.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, you could even take a bat with the
All right,
skinny
fair
end
enough.
up.
All right, now we're talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Softball. No, because that was interesting because I saw pictures and you were down there and I'm like, damn, dude, this kid is really like.
He was
In there.
he was
like-
sending me
like,
houses.
He's in there.
Yeah.
He was sending me houses like, yo, we're all moving down here. Fuck this shit.
Bro, houses down there.
Texas, yeah.
Dude, I see some like on like when I go on TikTok or whatever, they're like it's like a big ass house with like a whole bunch of land. It's like 200, 300.
Real estate there is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's fucking
it's wild.
crazy.
Real.
Wild.
But we're
Yeah.
also looking at it from the outside, right? We're
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at
I mean-
it as someone who's in New Jersey or whatever, whatever part of New Jersey you're in.
They're like
The
a
cost
chef.
of
You're
living
looking
is just,
at it
yeah.
as a New Jersey.
The cost of living
yeah.
compared to Jersey to Texas is fucking.
I
Big time.
have a friend who moved down there. She was living in an apartment in Kearney. They're Desi. They're from India and Pakistan. They live like together. Their immediate families like stick together. Grandmothers, blah blah blah. And it was like 8 or 7 of them living in an apartment in Kearney with 2 bedrooms. They moved down to Texas. They have a home. Like they're
Everybody's
raising
got their
more
own
kids.
room.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Wow.
a home. And I'm like, the quality of life is just so much better for them and so
Yeah,
much
big time.
healthier mentally. You almost have a better relationship with people when you're not cramped. Think of how many people like don't have good relationship with their parents. They move out. They're like, my parents are my best friends. You're not like crammed in the same
Yeah.
room. There's like that. It's crazy. It makes I have a lot of coworkers during COVID who moved to Arizona, Texas, North Carolina, just to name a few.
A lot of-
Truly.
Yeah.
A lot of people just got
Quality
out
of
there.
life.
Everybody wants out of Jersey.
Quality of life.
Jersey.
It's not even just Jersey,
I
bro.
think it's
It's
just in
every
the
like the
Northeast.
tri-state.
tri-state
I think it
sucks.
just.
Yeah.
The
But
co-
I mean, Jersey is, it's a lot here.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But at the end of the day, like for somebody that lived in Vermont, I lived in Texas, I was down in Georgia. There's no place like Jersey.
I was gonna say there's a
There's
meme
no
on
place.
Facebook I saw like so long ago. It was like 2 years ago, and I remember it was like a photo of a book, a cartoon of a book, and on one side it was like a page, and it said like reasons to leave New Jersey, and it was like a long list of like quality of life, real estate,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, like cool things to visit, and the other side was just like friends and family.
Yeah.
And it really struck a chord with me because I'm like 100% I can't leave here because everything I love is
Everybody's
here.
here.
Everything I love
absolutely.
is here. Whether
I-
they're 5 minutes away or whether they're 25 minutes away, it's a lot less than being a state away.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't imagine.
I haven't really been in Ironbound. I don't really have an excuse to be in Ironbound anymore. In Newark in general, except for work. But there's times where it's like if I have to go into Ironbound, I will roll my windows down just to smell that barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Because that
my
Portuguese
God.
food is just fucking amazing. Plain
everywhere.
and simple.
Dude, my parents were here visiting last week, and I took them to Portugalia. We went
Yeah.
to Pegasus. I bought my nieces and nephews shit, and my mom was like, I was like, it's like this every day here.
That's it.
Yo,
Yeah.
dude, my mom was so mind blown, right? So we went to 2 bakeries while they were here. We went to Oasis in Hillside, and then we went to Pão de Terra. And,
Okay.
And my mom was like, eles têm pão de forma, sabes? Like, yo, esse pão que tem em Portugal. Because in Florida, they don't have that. Connecticut, they don't have pão de forma.
Really, like not even at like a
Portuguese,
Portuguese, like,
no.
no?
Not in Florida, no.
like
So-
broa is not a thing.
Bro, yes, I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about like the pão de forma,
Yeah,
where
I
like
get
the
what you're
big,
saying.
like Texas style
Yeah.
toast, right? So, yo, I ordered that for my mom, dude. I thought my mom was gonna cry at the fucking table, bro.
Aw.
It's like, yo, esta me faz lembrar Portugal tanto,
Yeah.
Yo, saudades, bro.
yo. And it was just like mind blowing, cause like, yeah, dude, my parents talk about this lavishing life they have in Florida.
Right.
And my sisters talk about it too, but I'm like, dude, I could never, bro.
Look at
I
the community we have here. Your parents
could-
can't get up on a Saturday morning and say, we're gonna go to we go to Newark. We'll be like, there's something happening.
Yeah.
We'll find a rancho that's hosting something. We'll find a church that's
Absolutely.
hosting something.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll go. We'll have a good
Well-
day.
Well, we see it now. There's actually parties coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Swingers has the guy tonight.
thank God, bro. 'Cause they have
And-
that tomorrow. Pishk is doing something,
Yes, I saw on Facebook. I think I saw.
and probably because Tasca Lusa.
Of course, you shared it.
And
Tasca Lusa shit.
June
So
5th and 6th in Danbury, Connecticut, there is a Portrait
Yeah, I
Day
saw you guys
weekend
share
that
Mhm.
we had the president of the club on last
Yeah.
week, and he was explaining everything. So if you guys check that out, you'll
So,
know
I don't know
more info on
If
that.
you guys watched that episode, he was talking about restrictions. So I talked to him yesterday. Actually, I got on the phone with Andre yesterday. So Connecticut is
we're back, baby.
completely lifted.
yeah.
All restrictions
Love
are
that
lifted.
shit.
Not Jersey.
So he can have as many people as he wants outside. There's still
Oh,
like
wow.
restrictions inside.
Yeah.
But the parties outside, he's
Well-
literally been calling me. He's like, yo, I'm trying to find bands because nobody's been practicing. Nobody's
Yeah.
been rehearsing. He's like, I'm trying to find shoes So if any Rainshu wants, just look at our last episode, look for Andre, and he commented on a couple of our videos and stuff like that. He's looking for a Rainshu to perform with June 5th or 6th. So if anybody's practicing, look out for Andre.
I mean, it's a good first fucking season. I mean,
but just imagine.
And a lot of people are gonna have their eyes on that. Be like, all right, there's a party, the first one in like year and a half. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be. I hope a lot of people
paying
go.
Attention.
I mean, people are gonna be paying attention to it, and I feel like that's like a good opportunity for like a Rainshu just to go there and kind of.
Well, that weekend already, Hartford already announced too that they're doing something the 5th.
Oh yeah.
Hartford just announced something too. Hartford's doing something the 5th. They're doing a soccer game. It's like Red Bull 2 versus like the Hartford team or something like that.
Oh yeah,
and they're doing like a Portugal Day there. That, and then there's another one that I forgot to post with my TikTok I made. The 22nd of May, no, the 22nd of June. It's vão fazer uma festa de fundos para a freguesia de Val in Kearney.
Oh, okay.
So
at Swingers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which club or organization's involved with it, but they're doing it at the Kearney Club. That's another party. I'll post that in a little bit because I know they've been reaching out for tocadores and shit like that to go and play and shit. Cool. So
what are you doing that day?
Huh?
What are you doing that day?
I'm going actually.
Oh, there you go.
I'll be there.
What are you doing that day?
Oh, my concertina is broken. It's very, very.
I don't know, but your voice doesn't seem broken. Just
yeah, really.
And Canadi is a song I actually do enjoy to play.
Do you know how to sing it?
No.
Que pena.
No.
Grande pena para Rainshu.
I had another. So when you're saying you were in Vermont, did you do the same thing when you're doing in Texas? You were just kind of border control type.
Yeah, only in Vermont. I was actually at a port of entry, so it was just the cars driving in. Like whenever you go to like. Okay. Whenever you're going to Toronto for parties and then you come back to the United States, I'm that asshole that, hey, what's up, man? Let me see your bag.
He's like, why are you here?
Let me see
you're
your
like,
bag.
I came to see family. And he's like, what kind of family do you have here?
Exactly.
And you're like giving the same answer all 30 times you've been there. And you're like, my brother. And he's like,
I don't know, man.
We're going to have to check your bags. I'm like, I don't know what's so shady about my brother living in Canada, but go right ahead. Oh, the best is like my dad driving into Canada one time. Oh my God, I can't. And my tia Teresa sitting right behind him, like in the back, but like the seat. We rented vans for my sister-in-law's wedding shower, and it was like 2 vans and whatever. My uncle drove one, my dad drove the other. We get to the border, and my dad's like, "All right, everyone, stay calm." And the women are like,
"Stay calm."
Like, yeah, Berto, we're all calm. Like, relax. The menopause is not gonna kick in like all of a sudden. And he's like, "All right, well, just
shut the fuck."
Like
like he's like,
same thing on the buses.
And he's like, "Okay." And the guy's like, whatever. And he's like, yeah. Like, does not answer the questions most of the time, but like does his thing. He knows how to speak English, but sometimes he, misinterprets. And I'm like, dude, they don't know what yours. Okay, whatever.
You got drugs in the bag, yeah.
And then they're like, do you have alcohol? My tia Teresa's like, yes. And my dad's like, no. And they're like, we're gonna have to
turn this around.
We're gonna have to make this a thing. And my dad is like, Teresa, and Teresa's like, Berto, you can take alcohol to other countries. And he's like, eu não sabia isso. And it's just like, now we're like all being pulled over. It's like 9 women in this van, including me. And I'm like, this is not real right now. It took like an hour for them to go through all our shit. Like, we have purses and then we have bags.
That's
and like,
Canada.
That's
not
Canada,
the US,
but
so.
It was just so.
Oh, so that's
the greatest.
Canada.
But
Canada's different.
There's a difference between like that kind of person you get. And I remember going with my brother one time to Canada. No, we were coming back from Canada, and he's like, "Do you have any gifts? Like, did you buy anything while you were in Canada, or the opposite from U.S. to I don't even know." And my brother's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Is it a gift?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, you know what is it?" And he's like, "I bought a bottle of wine," and the guy's like, "Okay, well, you're gonna drink some of the wine, right?" And my brother's like, thinking like he's testing me or something. He's like, "No, it's a gift. Of course not. I'm driving. I'm not drinking." And the guy's like, "Yeah, but you're gonna drink some of the wine, right?" And my brother's like, "No, sir." And the guy's like, "If you don't drink the wine, you have to pay taxes." And my brother's like, "Yes, I'm gonna have all the wine." And my brother's like, the wine is for me. I'm just being generous.
It right there and just
literally might as well have just fucking started. The guy's like, "Yeah, because then you gotta buy. You have to pay." Gift tax, like whatever. And my brother's like, "No, we're Lucy. I'm like 19. I'm like, no, I'm not going to drink it, Daniel." Like,
you were in Canada. You were legal to drink.
Actually, you're not wrong. At 19.
Yeah.
18 or 19.
But, dude, it's just the same thing when we go on buses to Canada. Like,
they're so shady.
You're getting to the border and like, you hear that.
It's so uncomfortable. Like,
you hear that one pork chop in the front. It's like, shh.
Yes, the whole time. The whole time.
I was like, yo, I was like, we pass. What are we passing
And
through?
this is 20 minutes after they served everyone Black Label shots.
Yeah.
You're like, you want me to now? You got me all wired back here. I'm ready
Yo.
to go talk by myself. I'm take all the
Dude,
passports by myself.
I remember we got to
Oh
Canada.
my god.
Bruh.
We were driving because I went with you guys the last time you guys played.
Yeah.
And we're playing, bro. And we're playing to the border stop, and like we're getting to almost the line. And then was it Patricia's dad? Oh, para esa mierda.
Jesus.
I was like, estamos a chegar. I was like, bro, they're gonna come on, look, and then either get everybody's passport at once or just let us through,
Yeah.
or get everybody off.
Yeah.
Normally that's what's happened. We all get
Is
off.
that a
We-
hit or, is
yeah,
that a
we
hit
all
or
get
miss
off.
with that? Do they either just come in, look, and then let them go, or do they just
They
like
usually
one by
like
one,
the,
like, let me
the
It's
few
a
times
hit or
that
miss.
the few times that we've gone, they've always like had officers come onto the actual bus. They would
We've
take
had
our
that too,
passports,
yeah.
like, yeah, it's you. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And then
That's
we
like-
always had
King,
King,
and then we
gets
always had to get
stopped.
off the bus because of King.
Why?
King got arrested or something, or
Jesus.
fought, or
But
got
this was-
drunk,
this
or,
was
or
like-
something.
What 30, 40 years ago?
years
No
ago in
way.
Canada.
And it's still.
And Canada always gives them shit.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sucks.
It's just going
That
in.
sucks.
Yo, but the worst, you weren't in part of the group yet. You weren't part of the group anymore. So we went the last time we went to Canada, and
When was the last time you guys went to Canada?
I don't know,
2016 or
no,
17.
We won the Euros.
To Toronto?
It was the year of the
2016,
Euros.
yeah. My
And you guys
dad was
went-
there with my brother. Yeah.
You
We
went
went-
to Toronto.
Yeah,
Mm.
we won the Euros. We won the Euros. So going to Canada, right? They ask his
Yeah.
daughter. They asked his daughter to grab their green cards, right?
Oh.
All right. She was like 15, 16 at the time. I don't fucking know. Well, her defense is very solid because she's like, they're not green, which is very true because
Okay.
they're not green. So she grabs el agarró habilidad. No cartón verde. So they only saw that
Oh.
as we're getting to Buffalo.
Oh.
What?
Gets better.
No.
No
We're getting to
shot.
Buffalo. So we're getting to the border. We're going. I'm like, fuck, dude, what's gonna happen?
Start
What's gonna
sweating
happen?
immediately.
What's gonna happen? So
Immediately.
Menopause
Our
on full
luck-
effect right now.
Full effect.
our luck is that Tiago flew.
Oh, wow.
So Tiago was flying there because he had to work. Tiago
Yeah,
was flying
okay.
there and then taking the bus back with us. So King's son, a lot of people don't know he has a son. King's son dropped off the green cards to Tiago. All right, so it gets better after that part. But so we get to the border. The Canadian agents in the beginning don't let us go through because of King. He didn't have his green card. So you're going through that long bridge. You have to come back around.
Mhm.
You go back the other side. So we talked to the agents on the American side. And the American side, listen, she's like, we told them that somebody's going to come bring the green cards. They're flying. They're like, all right, here's like a letter.
Oh, to allow you to get in.
For allow
Nice.
you to get in. So that happens. We go back around. We go back. And
Canada.
Tiago gives us a call. They're like, yo, my flight leaves in like a half hour. And his son brought us the expired green cards.
Bro,
Oh, I'm done, dude.
no way.
I'm done.
But at the end, but we were already all set though because he got into Canada.
What about
Right,
coming back?
but you got to get back.
He had the letter that
Well,
those
yeah,
agents
coming
gave him.
back, he would be all right.
I guess because it's only like 72 hours you're there.
You have to prove. You have
Really?
to because you're coming back into the country that you're technically resident, a green card,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
visa.
So you're
in.
good. It would be in the
Yes.
system.
It would be
all right.
you would be in the system exactly. That's what they said.
Alright, that's
You
fair.
trying to leave would be different and going to
Actually,
another
you're
country
right.
than your origin.
You're right. Because my dad,
Dude, it was-
my dad got in with his expired green card one time.
Fucking great,
You're right.
great fucking trip.
Well, we went
Great.
to Canada one time, and we were so anal about our passports. We're like,
My
everyone
God,
better
man,
fucking have your
this
passport. You know, if your mom's not coming or your dad's not coming, make sure you have a letter, whatever.
Oh my god.
All our members are taken taken care of. We get there, we get to the thing, and the driver's like, listen, small thing. I don't have my passport on me.
Just something minuscule. No big deal.
We
No
spent
big deal.
10 or 11 hours at the border just playing concertina in a parking lot, literally trying not to kill ourselves and exhausted. Like all the time we could have spent like in a hotel resting, getting ready, doing whatever we wanted to do in Canada, honestly, at that point. It's a short weekend. We spent it the entire time hating the driver. I was like, starve him. Don't give him any food. This guy.
Shit.
This guy.
This guy's
all
getting
right?
no tip.
His wife had to fly in and like...
At that point,
it was
you might as well.
awful.
Did
We'd
anybody,
already driven.
did anybody have a CDL?
So we were talking about that
I
too. And at the
mean-
time, Tony, we were like, I think Tony said he had a CDL or something, but I think for a bus, it's not just a CDL. It's like something additional to a CDL. I don't
I
really
thought it
know.
was just a CDL.
I
It's not
certainly
even
have
that,
no
bro. It's
idea.
like the bus is. It's not like the bus is
But
his.
we also
We're like,
did,
"Yo, just
yeah,
take the
it's
bus."
like, you
Yeah.
know,
Go. Just
we didn't
press
want to
the gas,
leave him
bro.
either. And it's not like we didn't have time to get to the party and dance. And like, it wasn't that. It was just like,
You just said you were
huge-
stranded for 10 hours.
It was a huge inconvenience, I would say, yes. I would
Absolutely.
certainly, like we, you know, and we felt
Oh
really
my
bad. Like the
God.
Rainshu had like food ready for us, and they were, you know, at the club
Oh,
probably early as shit, like
Oh, this
getting
was the-
shit ready for us. We were going to Canada, like, you know, they feed us and stuff, and they're like so welcoming.
Yeah, so when we leave, like,
Canada people are so nice.
Especially
It
when,
was-
Sometimes.
when, like, every time I've been to Canada, we normally leave. Like, if we dance on a Saturday or a Sunday, we normally leave that Friday after practice.
Yeah.
We either have practice or we don't have
Damn.
practice. We leave at like
2, 3 a.m.
1, 2
Yeah.
o'clock in
Oh,
the morning.
that's-
Because like that, you sleep.
You
we,
sleep the bus
Well,
ride.
We
you don't
don't-
really sleep
we don't
during
really
the bus
sleep.
ride.
Well, no, but you pretend.
We were getting on the bus. We didn't even leave, and I was already playing concertina when we went to Montreal.
That was a good time. Montreal was great.
But you normally it's only like a 6-7 hour flight drive. So like you're there the whole night. You're sleeping the whole night. So
That's
like in the
true.
morning you're there. You know, because normally we're going through the border at like 8-9 o'clock in the morning.
early, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
we normally
that's
stop
fair.
once or twice.
You got
on the
like
way.
another 2 hours to go. Yeah.
Yeah, because after you pass the border, it's like 2.5 hours till to Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
that's not bad.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You wouldn't know this. You only dance for Connecticut. They never left.
Yeah, we
They never
never,
left
we
anywhere.
barely left the state, anyways.
Well, as you can tell, the experience is not always that great. So.
Nah, dude, I've
Montreal was awesome.
Oh, yeah, I had a great time.
I wanted to experience like the out of country, but we never had.
Dude, we went. So
People.
we danced in Montreal, right? And you know, we took the bus. We got to their club. We didn't eat. None like you, me, Amato, Selena, Sam, Sandra. No, purposely. We didn't. They had food. I started playing concertina. We had rollers going as soon as we got into their club.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't eat.
That's good.
We left their club. I had no shoes on. It was snowing in Montreal.
Because we wound up taking the party outside
I started playing outside, and these guys
With
started
no
throwing
shoes?
Canadian money in my
into
shoe.
our boots.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in the
Like
middle of streets.
non-Portuguese Canadians.
Yeah.
Non-Portuguese.
What? That's cool.
Middle of
Yeah, it was
Montreal.
That's
awesome.
cool.
How much y'all make?
I don't even know.
A few Canadian dollars.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Which
that
was
much.
less
Was it
US
worth it?
dollars.
Nothing.
I mean,
We
But that's cool.
so we danced. We went to go dance at the party. The party had no alcohol. The church, the church didn't have permits for the alcohol.
That's
Oh,
good.
dear.
So but there was like velhotes showing up with like a caneca de
Oh my
vinho
God.
with them.
Un garrafão de vinho, yeah.
Yo,
Nice.
I even remember people coming up to us. They're like, "Yo, não venhas falar mal de nós para no Jersey para trás."
Yeah.
Right. So
That'd be cool shit.
what was awesome about that trip, right? We danced in Montreal, but who danced with us was Arsenal.
Okay.
So we go back to the whole. We ended up staying at the same hotel. I don't know how the fuck this happened,
Nice.
but we stayed at the same hotel.
I still got that photo, dude. I still have that fucking photo with them.
So we got back to the hotel. We all go back up. We all change. We all meet at the bar downstairs. We were all supposed to go clubbing,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
and then Ricardo ended up. 'Cause Ricardo was the hookup. 'Cause Ricardo
Yeah,
had a
he-
bar in Toronto. He was our hookup, and something happened at the club he was going to. I don't know what happened. So we all met at the bar at the hotel. Right? We're all fucking drinking. We're all drinking. They hit last call. Me and Amato look at each other. Right? We're searching through our wallet, see how much money we have.
Oh my
Nothing.
We ended up getting bottle service.
We ended up buying a bottle, bringing it up back into their floor, to Arsenal Dominios floor. We all ended up in somebody's room. There was like 35 of us in a
Jesus
regular
Christ.
room,
Twin room.
in a twin room,
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
I love that.
dude. Oh my god! And some asshole's fucking bright idea decided to give me a concertina at 4:30 in the morning.
Fucking
No.
asshole, dude. If I was your
Did
next
you
door
guys get
neighbor,
kicked
dude,
out?
Dude,
I would have kicked your ass out.
we started hearing knocking. We started
I
asking him. We
mean-
started
Everybody
hearing.
shh. Everybody shh.
Yeah, everyone pretend we're not here.
No,
Turn off the lights.
we crammed in a corner where it's like you see the hallway down into the bedroom, but it's like we all were hiding in that
No
one corner in the
way.
bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
So security would open the door, and it's like
I'm
what?
underneath the bed
No way.
Yeah,
with the concertina.
yeah.
Shit, you go.
We
like,
pulled
the
it off.
extent you go to.
So that happened. Amato met Nelson that night.
Yep.
They ended up going to a strip club.
Of course.
There you go.
Mikey ended up in paradise.
I I'm not gonna question it.
Somebody opened up a door and Mikey was in a room with like 7 different chicks from Arsenal.
Woo!
Bro,
Yeah.
Not
See?
my story.
See what I mean?
I
Not
thought it
my
was only
story.
Jersey girls.
I
What happened?
swear,
Not
I
my story.
swear.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
wanna
Let me
hear
get my
it.
This is
best
what I
Bill
heard.
Clinton. Like,
I
this
was
is what
gonna
heard,
sell
nothing
you to
happened.
all my Jersey girls.
I'm just
I
saying.
don't want to hear it.
This is what I heard. It wasn't me. I didn't see it. This is just what he said. She
Nothing.
If
said.
you didn't see it, it's not true.
Exactly.
It's
None
true.
of it
There's,
happened.
I didn't say anything happened, bro.
No,
You
no,
sound guilty.
I don't know.
You sound
what's going
guilty.
on, dude.
You sound guilty.
I do not recall.
I'm
I do
sweating.
not recall this.
Pulling your pussy.
I'm sweating.
That was such a great trip.
That was a good time, bro.
That was such a
great time.
And the fact that they didn't have any alcohol at that fucking festa.
Yeah, that's
Well, you guys
fucking.
found it anyway.
That's fucking trash, bro. How do you not have fucking alcohol? The blood of Christ is wine.
Well, where wasn't it like near a church or
No,
at
it
a
was
church?
It was at a church.
It was at a church. I think that's the main reason, is because it's a church.
You know what it was? They probably couldn't write the permit in French.
Maybe
Montreal.
those damn
Oh.
Quebecois, bro.
Montreal
Just
was
Quebecois.
but Montreal was so gorgeous, bro.
It
Montreal,
was.
Montreal was fucking beautiful, bro. The city of Montreal.
And I was only like an hour and a half, 2 hours away when I used to work in Vermont.
Montreal is nice. It's
Oh,
just
so you were up there in
expensive.
Vermont.
Yeah.
How are the mountains up there for snowboarding?
Great. But it's
Wait,
all powder,
what the fuck
dude.
am I talking about?
It's
I
like
went up there like fucking November. I'm fucking stupid. Sorry, I was thinking
Bro,
about New Hampshire for some reason.
No, New Hampshire's
Yeah,
the same thing.
yeah,
dude.
they're both
it's all,
the same.
It's all gorgeous fucking powder up there, dude.
That's why I love going up there. I know,
But
it's a
they
side
are
track, that's fucking-
steep.
Oh yeah, when me and Tiago and a couple of us, we went to Vermont and we went. Fuck, I forgot what fucking mountain it was. We went on a. They said it was a blue, but yo, my man, that shit was like this, and it was like bumps, like you know how
Yeah.
like because it's like skiers, you can go in between like the bumps and kind of
Not
like.
borders.
Bro, we were literally as soon as we started going down, we we're like, oh, it's fucking blue, dude. Whatever, we're good. As soon as we went like the first down, and then it just went steep, and I was like, yeah, this ain't happening, dude. There's no way. It was all ice going one way. Like it's either ice or you're going in between bumps. I'm like, I'm taking this ice to the ass, and I'm just
That's
sliding
it.
down, bro. Cause
No, that my first time, I was the same thing, dude. I was scared shitless. I was like,
bro,
fuck,
but
I'm
that
not made
powder,
for this, dude.
that powder, dude,
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you work down in Texas? Like, was that like your full time thing, or was it like kind of like a we're gonna send you down there for 6 months?
Yeah, they sent us down.
Oh.
So because the whole like caravan thing, they needed help. So we went down there to help them.
There was a
Yeah.
caravan,
I guess a bunch of people from Central America just came up, dude.
and you were like, "What's good, dude?"
They needed help, so we went down, gave a hand, and did what we had to do. Kick
Did
some
you
ass,
need
take names.
Did you need like any like military experience? Because I don't
No.
know what the fuck. They
No.
just threw you down there with a gun and be like, "All right."
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. The first time I didn't volunteer.
Oh,
I got forced. So like, at the time, like I had weddings. You know, I had my ex, and it's like I had babies like coming in from family and all that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, like all these family events. I even actually had my cousin's bachelor party I couldn't make it to.
Wow.
Like 20. What was it? 2018? Yeah, 2018 was like. It was busy. 2019.
How long-
2019 was busy year.
How
for
long
me.
were you down there?
The first time I went, I was there for about 3 months, but it was a long 3 months because when you're voluntold to go,
Yeah.
you're just miserable.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like last year, I volunteered to go, and it was done in the blink of an eye,
wow.
and I had so much fun.
Because I remember seeing you. I saw a picture of you, and you were just like all like you were just like in everything. Like you looked like you were literally about to go to like the Middle East and just start like fucking shit up. And I was like, damn, yo, this guy went from like, because didn't you work in like TSA and like the
Yeah,
airport
Matt
or whatever?
Longo, yeah.
I was like, this man went from like a fucking TSA and airport, and now he's just fucking all bearded up like Navy SEAL type shit. I'm like, yo, I'm about to fucking like start shooting everybody. I'm like, damn, dude, this guy went from like literally down here to like.
Yeah.
Navy SEAL almost like that. That's fucking insane. I would have thought like the border would have been like. I honestly thought there was like a whole big ass fence that just kind of ran Texas borderline.
I know in El Paso there is. I had a few buddies down in El Paso. They literally sat there at the fence, watching it.
Do you just stand there and just kind of do
Some
your...
just stay in the car, just going back and forth. If you hit like the sensor goes off, you have to go check it out.
Oh, so there's sensors. Oh wow, this is top secret over here. Fuck, I did not know that.
Bro, it's fun. Like there would be
Fuck.
nights that I would like be sitting along the river and like you just see a huge raft crossing. Like my first year that I was there, I was sitting in a car with one of the agents and I look over and I just see a huge raft crossing. I was like yo, my man. I was like, oh,
You just point. You're like, yo,
yeah.
well, yo, what is that?
And
That's
but like the stories that I've heard from certain people, like I met a dude. He was from I want to say like Honduras or something, man. And the kid just, yeah, he wants an honest living. He has family up here. I felt bad for him, and it's like, yo,
gotta send your ass back. So then they just put him on a plane and just
nah, they just walk him to the bridge and watch him walk back.
no shot.
Yeah.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then there's others that,
Holy shit.
like, I used to follow the chief of the Laredo section on Instagram, and there's actually a photo of a kid that I actually arrested, and apparently he was wanted out of New York for rape. He raped a 12-year-old. So it's like, when you see things like that, it's like,
holy fuck.
it opens your eyes. It's like, this really is out there. This is really coming in. Like, it's scary shit.
Holy
Yeah. So, like, whatever you see on the news, not all of it is true. A lot of it is being done for the right reasons.
Well,
and
yeah.
others, it's like, okay, like, this is...
Yeah, I
not
mean,
needed.
I don't want to get into that media, but I had a good feeling that like media shows one thing, but the actual real thing like out there is like
Yeah.
complete polar opposite.
No,
and
it's
fucking.
It's a different world out there. It definitely is.
I feel like I couldn't do that shit, dude. I'm good. That's why I was like, dude, I don't think I could ever do army. I don't think I could do any of that shit because like people come back, they go PTSD, and they're just like,
Yeah, it's cool.
Mikey has PTSD from the girls.
yo,
Damn, bro.
I didn't want to make a comment or anything. I was just listening. Whatever.
I like she.
Not gonna live that one down.
I just to literally listen. I don't know, but I barely know any people from Jersey and all this shit, and it's like even girls from CT, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, this guy's so hot. I'm like, who?
I have no idea who they're talking about, bro. Definitely can't be me. Definitely
show me
can't be
Instagram. I'm like, oh shit.
I think my can's empty.
It's the
mine's
uniforms.
definitely empty.
It's the January calendar for them.
That's
Hey, man. All the proceeds went to St. Jude, so
so nice of you. Thank you.
just saying.
Again, so
Just for-
charitable.
For good
Your
causes.
sacrifice was one.
You're almost the same as my Tio Domingos.
I'm just trying to
I
like
don't know if
picture.
that's
Like,
good or bad. Damn.
I'm just trying to. I don't want to picture, but I just imagine like all like these older guys with beepos and mustaches just fucking.
Tell me, what was the pose?
It's just me with two sober box, like an alcoholic, like legit, like yeah. You just actually no. The one that's on the calendar is me toasting because we had a toast. So I'm holding one out like this and I'm drinking the other one like a straight alcoholic. And it's like, damn, bro.
As he's
That's
flexing
phenomenal.
with his shirt
That's
off.
phenomenal. Oh,
I didn't flex, bro.
oh, he's not flexing. So if you buy the calendar, he's actually not
I'm just
flexing.
naturally skinny. It's
I wish.
Can't relate.
Same. Well, on that note, we're gonna end it here. Guys, thank you for being on. It was a pleasure.
no, thanks for having.
If you haven't checked us out, check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe.
There you go.
As soon as we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, me and Marco has discussed it too on the last couple podcasts that we're gonna be doing
A calendar?
maybe a calendar.
Mm.
That would be great.
We'll see. We're gonna give a giveaway, and it's gonna be a calendar of Mikey.
Just 12 months, man.
January.
Yo,
It
dude,
was
get
just,
ready.
It was just Mikey. Just
Jeez, just me.
Dude, if I get a lot of comments about this, I'm gonna have to hit you up about it. I'm just saying.
Fair enough, man.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for
Pleasure having a conversation.
Super fun.
thank you.
Thank you.
It wasn't that bad. You were all nervous.